What's going on, Browns fans? We are live here on the channel getting you guys ready for the weekend. Browns versus Ravens. A must-win game, right? Producer Patrick and I were talking about this before we hit start on today's show. If you lose this game, you drop to 2-5, and it's done. It is over then. I don't think Deshaun Watson can come in here and save or salvage the rest of the season. And then on the other side of things, if you were to beat the Ravens, well, you're 3-4. So is Baltimore. And then you got the Bengals next week at home. If you knock them off on Halloween night, boom, you're back to 500. You're at the top of the division. And you're getting ready for 2-3 more weeks until Watson returns here. So with that being said, I want to throw this your direction right now. We'll let the audience build up. Everyone can click on the push notification. Predict the score. Ravens versus Browns. Let me know who you got and by how much. I do this every week to myself. This present moment, I think this game comes down to coaching. Because you got a Ravens team that's 3-3, and their 3 losses are hideous. Big blown lead against the Dolphins, 17-point lead at home against the Ravens, and a 10-point fourth quarter lead last week against the Giants. As for the Browns, Stefanski and company have not made adjustments, right? So which coach is going to respond better? Hard not to pick Harbaugh. I really didn't want to start the show off this way, but I got to keep it a buck with you guys. But I will say this. Come Sunday, I'm all the way in on the Browns, right? That's just the way it works. It's clockwork, basically. All right, get those score predictions in, and I'll give some shout-outs here. Gregory was up and early today in the chat. He's riding with the Brownies 24-17. I love it. Robert asking, why don't they play David Bell more? Robert, we're going to have a live mailbag Q&A session at the end of the show. Use hashtag Browns to get that question on screen, and we'll answer that for you then. Levi going with a Yorker, 24-21. Saw a great quote today from Mike Prefer that Cade York is just starting to get really accustomed to what it's like to kick by the lake and kick near Lake Erie up in Northeast Ohio. So I'm optimistic of, well, this game's not in Ohio, but I'm still optimistic that Cade York can go out there and not get through. Ty Man, the Buckeye, 35-7 Browns. Wow. What's up, Patrick?
What was he needs to get familiar with kicking by a lake?
The lake effect.
The lake effect?
Oh, the lake effect is very real.
I've never heard of
it's
that.
very real. The lake effect is not something to play with.
That's interesting.
Yeah, a couple teams come to mind. The Browns, the Bears right off the shores of Lake Michigan. The lake effect is a very real thing, but Cade York's just getting ready for it. All right, Josh hitting me with, Josh just got a Cade York jersey. That's awesome. 2017, hit me with another Yorker. Cade York, if he walks it off, how about this, ready? Cade York walks it off in Baltimore. Justin Tucker's domain of walking off field goals. See the new king of the AFC North kickers? I don't know. I didn't say it. You did. All right, Colin, 24-17. Jersey Dog, 27-26. Cade late kick. Cade York bounced back well last week after a roughish week against the Chargers, to say the least. All right, shout out your city. Let me know where you are watching from today. I think this is the favorite question of mine that we ask during the build-up process, we like to call it, because it's just so fun to see where everyone is watching from and how big and wide the Browns backers and this fan base stretches. So, Ryan, as always, in Dayton, Ohio. Gregory's in Salem, Ohio. Shaylin is in Dallas, and on the couch, to be exact. No, I think that's been Shay's. It looks a little different. I do agree, but I think that's still the same. Robert's in Oklahoma City. Wolfstand, no comment, been too much stress, but Canton area, Ohio. Fair enough. All right, Josh joining from my home office in Monroe, Michigan, as always. I love it, Josh. Levi is Geneva on the Lake, Ohio. Tristan, should we give Chubb the ball 25-plus times? There has been some criticism to Stefanski of, you got to run the football more. Guys, the Browns lead the NFL in rushing attempts. Like, they are doing a good job of running it. Did it get away from them at times the last 2 weeks? Yeah, but so did the score. And coaches are really quick to, yank the plug when you're down 2 scores on the run game. Kind of have to be. I know it's not great, but the Browns aren't built to come from behind down 10, 14 points. So if they fall behind early, this is not a roster constructed to move the ball down the field quickly and take 2 minutes off the clock and put 7 points up off a 75-yard touchdown drive. That's just not how they are designed to operate. All right, Young Sky is in Texas. Ty Man the Buckeye is in Ohio as well, along with King Diamond. Zach's in Canton, and Jersey Dog, Hubba Wubba Chubba. I started to read that like it was a town name, and then I realized, no, it's not at all. I made a horrible mistake. All About Aloha is in Hawaii. That is awesome. I think that's going to be the winner for the furthest destination today. Last one, Kimberly, Lincoln, Northeast. Lincoln, Nebraska from Akron, Ohio. Tim's in Parker, Arizona. So with the Ravens being this opponent this week, real question I want to ask here. Do you guys like poetry, right? People love to like make jabs at the Browns of like, they're called the Cleveland Browns. All right, take your shots. The Ravens are a name conceived from Edgar Allan Poe. I hate poetry. I hated poetry in middle school, in high school. Anytime I had to do poetry, it was always a haiku because that was the least amount of words you had to write. So do you like poetry? Y for yes, N for no. I can't even snap. Fun fact about me. I can't snap. It doesn't work for me. So I can't go Brown Tiger with a super chat. No poetry slams. Cynthia. I hate poetry. All right, Brown Tiger, what's up, buddy? As bad as we are and the Ravens as good as they are, could this be a trap game for the Ravens? I really like the point that Brown Tiger raises, and we're going to put the super chat menu up on screen next. So whenever you're feeling like the underdog for the whole season, every Sunday you just kind of talk yourself into, well, why can't we be this team's trap game this week, right? Is it possible? Yeah. It's a little hard to wrap my head around Harbaugh really letting this season fall off the wagon as when they're healthy. Right, last year it happened when they got injured. It's tough to imagine, but I like the train of thought, Brown Tiger. I really do. So I'm going to go with yes because I want to speak it into existence. Do I feel it in my core? No. I think trap game vibes would be like when the Bucks come to Cleveland, right? And it's a home game, kind of like when the Bucks went to Pittsburgh last week. And everyone's like, oh, they'll walk past this. And you're like, nah, the dog pound's going to be loud. Maybe you shouldn't underestimate the Browns. All right, for a $5 super chat. Oh, we got one flying in from Josh Miller. Throw that on screen here, Josh. Yes, I'm related to T.S. Eliot. Oh, I think he's referring to poetry. That makes sense. I don't like poetry. Sorry, Josh. Agree, disagree. Poetry is for the birds. All right, appreciate the super chat. Nevertheless, for that, we give Josh a beer cheers. And then here is our super chat menu for today. Every Thursday is happy hour time. What's up, Patrick?
Apparently, T.S. Eliot is one of the more famous poets of all time.
Oh, that's pretty ball. I have no idea who that was. I tried to play it off a little. Okay, here's my poetry ranking. Ready? No one. Shel Silverstein, because he did that really cool poem about Anne McKay when you're sick. And then no one again. Those are the only poets I like. That's my poetry power rankings right there. Mount Rushmore poets. No one, Shel Silverstein, no one. Right there. Boom. All right, Dog Bowl for the Brown Tiger and his $5 super chat. I do feel bad. Josh Miller has a really cool fun fact, and we just shit all over it. I'm really sorry, dude. That wasn't cool, but I don't like poetry. All right, here we go. Cheers for the super chat. While I drink this, Patrick, read out the options and tell me about the $20 one.
I'll tell you guys about the $20 one. Hold on, let me get it situated for you guys. So $2, classic beers, cheers.
Woo.
We'll cheer it up for Josh real quick. But let me get this on screen for you guys.
Yeah, get it on screen.
For $20, the beer shotgun. This thing is awesome. You put the beer in here, you put it in, cock it.
And it just shotguns right back.
Right back in there for $20. PD and I, we want to have some fun with this thing
Yeah,
today.
so someone sent it to the studio for super chats to use. Here, we'll go full screen so you guys can get a better look at it. And I was like, well, we got to try this bad boy out. So I priced it pretty damn low, $20. I have no idea if it's going to explode all over me, what's going to happen. But you lock the beer in, you put it back. Oh, we got a little drippage. Boom, and then it just spits right out. So I would love to break this bad boy out. $20, we'll get the beer shotgun going. That is our happy hour menu for today. Thursday is our favorite day of the week here at Chat Sports. It's a time to hang out with you guys, talk shop, and all that good stuff here. All right, 60 people watching. We got to pump the like number up. Only 15 likes. We're not starting the jersey, I read someone's comment. We're not starting the show until we get to 30 likes. I think that's about fair. So hit the thumbs up icon if you haven't already. Colin, don't get the Jim Brown jersey wet. We're going to hopefully, if we get to use the $20 shotgun, hopefully it goes, flawless. All right. Young Sky with a $2 super chat. Did you think it was about 20 for a second there? I know. So it's funny Young Sky brings this up because this was what we were going to start today's show off with. Bring back Tack McKinley. We'll throw this in the mailbag. Young Sky, great minds think alike. This is what I scripted out to start today's show with. So I'll save more of my answer in depth once we get to that point. But at this point, the answer should be yes to any idea of changing or helping this defense. I don't want anyone to sit there and think, nope, can't do that, not going to work. You got to do something, right? I don't want to go to full soapbox because I'm going to save that for later. The only way I see why the coaches haven't made any changes is if you think Grant Delpit's bad, Ronnie Harrison and DeAnthony Bell must be trash in practice, and that's why they're not going to it. But that's my only reasoning and thought as to why the coaches are not making personnel changes. Coaches also, they're not going to announce on Tuesday, Delpit's benched. What does that do? Tells Harbaugh, well, we're not going to watch much Delpit tape this week. Let's look at Ronnie Harrison tape, right? They don't want to let the other coach know what's going on inside their walls. All right, 28 likes. We're almost at 50. Hit the thumbs up icon if you have not already. Thank you, Ty Man, the Buckeye. So if you got a question you want to get on the screen for our mailbag later on, use hashtag Browns. Oh, there it is! Ryan! Let's go! I am excited. Let's do this thing. Ryan! No, I have not used this. All right, let's go full screen. And then hand me that bad boy. Ryan! I think everyone's like, yeah, the news and rumors are cool and all, but can we see this bad boy in action? Okay, grab that beer, because I don't think a Coors is going to fit well in this thing. It's too skinny and tall. All right, here we go. Producer Patrick coming on screen. So Mitch said I got to put it like that. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Lock that back. Oh, took this whole. I'm pretty, I don't want to say nervous, but I don't know.
Okay. So then you got to really cock it back. And then really pull this trigger.
We get another super chat? Oh, we got another 20.
No, I got it.
Yeah, JD. Okay, so Ryan, Patrick will do the next one. I'm gonna lift the mic up. Here we go. I'm nervous.
Guys, here we go. Petey's giving it his best chance right now. First time on the shop fund machine. Came out. Is it going? Yep, it's going. It's an ice cold Miller Lite in there. As it was deleted.
Whoa.
Yeah, no, it's a rush. It's a rush.
Oh, God. That went right to the dome. Holy.
Yeah, it's cold, Petey. It's cold.
Cold as ice. Wow. Ryan, that was something, dude. That's what she said. Okay.
Wow. Already an electric start. Now I got to go.
Yeah. Oh, there's a little spillage.
McCullough, you want to give us some paper towels if you're listening? That would be huge. Are we good?
I don't know if I finished it all. That might be the issue. I might have just ratted on myself. I can't really tell. I got most of it. Does it puncture a hole at the bottom?
Yeah. So there's a hole at the bottom of the can.
Oh, well then maybe I got to finish this thing off because I can't take it out. Uh-oh.
Does the can feel heavy?
I think it might be pouring out the bottom. Oh, there's a little beer left in it now. Okay, I see what happened. Oh, it just punctured.
Don't worry, guys. Here. I'll show you how to use it.
Yeah. Here, show them the hole at the bottom.
Oh, the hole? Oh,
yeah, the can. Well. Here. Let me just drink this thing like a no. Okay, now I have a better understanding. We're much more equipped for round 2.
Oh, Soul Train. Appreciate it, brother. We'll get to that real quick. I just need to delete a Miller Lite shortly.
There's a little bit left, but then there's a little bit left, but you can't put another beer in because it's just kind of sitting in there. Okay. So now it's Patrick's turn. Soul Train with a super chat. Yeah, McCullough, if you're watching, we definitely need some paper towel wipes. The bunk beds were a terrible idea. Why would you let it do them? Okay. Yeah, the cold beers would get you, but it has to be cold. So, fun fact, it has to be a cold beer. Otherwise, the pressure of the can won't work when it punctures a hole. All right, here we go.
It is a rush.
It is. Oh, it goes right upstairs. Okay, here we go. This one's for JD. We're going to read JD's question in a moment here, but I think JD really wanted to see this thing in action. Okay, ready to lock it in? Here we go. There we go.
It's a 5 to 10 second just rush.
Yep. 3, 2, 1. Go, pull. Oh, off and running. Here he goes. Good form. McCullough with the wipes. There we go. Seatman, can he finish it off? It is going up there. You get it? Yeah, good job. So that's the shotgun. We've done it twice. We don't have a shortage of beer in the office. So $20 super chat, and you're going to kickstart another round of this bad boy. This is the new favorite, toy. Really quickly, with those 2 super chats, by the way, JD and the first one came in from Ryan, moved up very closely to joining our super chat Wall of Fame MVP list, getting onto the dog pound. So if you super chat $46 or more, we're going to add your name onto a dog bone and stick it on here. So just $26 to go for Ryan and JD. Appreciate your contributions to the show. Soul Train, next super chatter. Ravens hurting at wide receiver gives me hope this Sunday. Devin Duvernay and Rashad Bateman both on the injury report. We'll get into that later on. The Ravens are nicked up. No doubt about it. Lamar Jackson, J.K. Dobbins, Calais Campbell. They've got some notable names. Mark Andrews on the injury report. So if those guys don't play Sunday or a non-factor, right, kind of maybe even a decoy, that's going to create some big opportunities for the Browns, but they're also dealing with their fair share of injuries on the defensive side of the football. All right, here's what we have coming up today. The latest news and rumors, a Week 7 preview with some injury news and some keys to the game, all that cliche stuff that we know and love. Live Q&A to wrap up the show. Derek, the Ravens signed Deshaun Jackson. I never have been a big fan of Deshaun Jackson post-Philadelphia. He's a non-factor in my eyes, right? Sure, he gets one big play every 3 weeks. You just hope it doesn't come against your team. All right. So with that being said, I think we are ready to start the show. Okay, so hit the thumbs up icon. We're going to have some fun today. Let's go, Browns. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. If you want to beat the Baltimore Ravens this Sunday, like the video. We have not done this enough on the channel, and I want to start by turning it around this week. Don't jinx it. Don't leave it up to chance. We have a Ravens channel here at Chat Sports. We're going to be battling with them all weekend long, so hit that thumbs up icon to start today's show. Welcome into the Cleveland Browns Report. Matthew Peterson here on our live show, airing every single Thursday at 4 Eastern. So if you're watching this later, tune in next Thursday. I guarantee you have a good time here. So we're going to get into the latest news and rumors on the Brownies. And I want to start the show off by going back to a familiar face, a familiar name here. That is Takk McKinley, a former first-round pick for the Atlanta Falcons. You might remember him on the Browns last year, kind of playing, I don't know, not the Olivier Vernon role, but some of the, forgotten defensive ends of the Browns post John Dorsey. So here it is. Bring back Takk McKinley. I'm going to give it one Bernie head. So Takk McKinley, the reason why we're having this conversation at all is because he was released by the LA Rams earlier this week, and the Browns are in need of some help on the defensive line. Do they need edge rusher more than interior defensive line? No. But with Clowney going from not playing to playing clearly too soon and then reverting not to playing, it does open up a window for maybe some outside help at that defensive end. So Adam Schefter, like I said, tweeting out that the Rams placed DB Grant Harley, who cares? Joe Noteboom, who cares? On injured reserve, yada, yada, yada. But the key piece of information was that they released Takk McKinley. Now, you might remember Takk McKinley suffered a ruptured Achilles down the stretch late last season. Was it the Raiders game, if I remember correctly? So with that being said, he had a pretty good year all in all. For the Browns last year, 2.5 sacks, a forced fumble. I know that these numbers don't pop off the screen, right? He was also not a starting contributor member to this defense. But I liked McKinley. I thought he played some of his best football of his career, frankly. Kind of like Clowney, he kind of, in a way, saved his career for a little bit, coming to Cleveland, putting some good numbers up, being opposite of Myles Garrett. It's very unfortunate that he had an Achilles injury because that scares GMs off for quite some time. But outside of Myles Garrett and Jadeveon Clowney, the Browns have not had much production from the rest of the edge rushers, right? Alex Wright, just a rookie, 9 tackles on the season, 0 sacks, a lot of donuts on the board. There is a big drop-off after Garrett and Clowney. And those are two guys that are dealing with decent amount of injuries, right? Garrett, not so much as Clowney with that ankle injury, but Garrett's not coming off a car accident not too long ago that I don't think we should just kind of forget about and act like, well, he's back to 100%. No, he's being limited in practice with shoulder and bicep injuries. It is definitely worth looking into, at least, whether or not the Browns should consider making some type of addition to this defensive line room, because it is a little thin after your top 2 guys, and those 2 guys have not been very reliable the last few weeks when it comes to coming and playing on the field. Listen, what would Andrew Berry want to see happen? He wants to see his guy Alex Wright get some reps, right? He wants to see his draft pick grow and start to become a bigger factor onto this team, because I think in his eyes, the long-term plan is Alex Wright is opposite Myles Garrett for the next couple of years, Clowney coming back on just a 1-year deal. But if Clowney's injury continues to linger, maybe Andrew Berry decides we don't have time to wait for Alex Wright to come along, or Isaac Rochelle to look like how he did in the preseason, because it's not the preseason anymore, right? Or the rookie, Isaiah Thomas. Maybe he's got to go back to the well and find someone who's got much more proven talent like Takk McKinley. What do you think, though? What say you? Should the Browns sign Takk McKinley? Why for yes and for no? I'm going to answer this question with, let me wait and see how things go this week in terms of Clowney's injury status and where he is moving forward. If this ankle injury is going to be something that quietly is a cloud over him for 6 weeks, yeah, if the Browns want to stay competitive, it's not going to be through Isaac Rochelle, Alex Wright, and Isaiah Thomas. All right, here, we have got a sub battle going on this week, and we are smoking the Crows, baby. 240 subs this week compared to 41 for our pedestrian Baltimore Ravens channel at Chat Sports. Pile it on. If you work with a Ravens fan, if you are friends or family members with a Ravens fan, and you are tired of hearing it from them for years on years, take your frustration and your anger out on that big red sub button. You want to beat the Crows, hit that sub button and subscribe today. All right, let's move on to segment number 2 today. Are there cracks in this Browns locker room? This was maybe the focal point of today's show. It was on the thumbnail. I give it 2 Bernie heads. I don't think it's fake news. I don't think it's even just one Bernie head, small shreds of truth. People are talking. Who are the people? John Johnson, specifically. All right, so Keith Britton, who covers the Browns, tweeting out that John Johnson said, it's a commitment thing. When practice is over, you can't just run out of the building and forget about your job. We need everyone in the building to be 100% in on the task at hand. Right now, I think we're at a place where that's not the case. clearly there is a growing divide, I think, between some of the younger guys who don't know what it's like to play in the NFL. I mean, we started earlier this year where Perion Winfrey was a healthy scratch because he was held out of the game due to a personal violation of the team policies. There is clearly some maturity that needs to come along for some of the young bucks. And the veteran guys who know how precious every season is, and they don't want to see a year of their prime go down the toilet like last year, there's frustration right now. I'm not talking take the ping pong table out of the locker room frustration. I think there is something growing right now that in 6-7 months, we're all going to read a Mary Kay article about what happened in the Cleveland Browns locker room in 2022. All right, so then that happened yesterday. Fast forward to today, October 20th. Joel Bitonio, no doubt one of the leaders of this team, talking to the media. And this quote definitely got pulled in every which way. Let me read it to you, and you can make up your own mind. It's never an effort thing. I think guys want to play hard, but some guys might not understand what it takes. Preparation, study habits, he didn't really get too specific. We're working through that. I think this is a good reminder for just not just for myself, but for all of us. Whenever you just see quotes of what people say, it's important to remember the tone, right? The context of the question and whatnot. Joel Bitonio didn't say that with the mindset of, yeah, people aren't putting effort in. No. I think he was trying to not throw people under the bus, address that this team is not where they want to be, but not to say, yep, no one gives a damn in this room. Hang it up. Let's call it a season. There is clearly something going on within the 53 players on this roster where not everyone is on the same page of the commitment level it takes week in and week out. And if they don't figure it out soon, then this could get ugly, right? They don't have easy games where they can half-ass their way through and just get by the Lions, kind of like last season. They've got the Ravens, the Bengals, the Bills, the Bucks, and the Dolphins coming up. Those are really tough games. And if people are going every which way in this locker room in terms of what their commitment level is outside of the mandatory practice hours, this might get bad quick. I am concerned. I wish I could stand up here and tell you everything's going to be okay. But right now, from what we're hearing inside the walls, connecting some dots, it doesn't feel that way. But I can say this to raise morale a little bit. There's a guy named Deshaun Watson who's going to return this season, and he's going to be the quarterback for years to come in Cleveland. And he is so good that the Browns traded so much for him so that when things aren't going well, right, when the offense isn't clicking and jiving, they can just pull out wins because they can, right? That is why those teams like the Bills and the Chiefs have so much success. Not because they're a wagon that every single week they put up 50 unanswered. No, it's because when they hit some struts, when they hit a roadblock, they've got a superstar quarterback that can get them over it. So just remember that despite all of the chaos and the pessimism around this team, a certain quarterback named Deshaun Watson is going to return. And he's going to erase and cover up a lot of the deficiencies on this team. Now, with that all being said, big question. Today's poll question, I would say. Who's the leader of this team? Right? Is it Joel Bitonio? Is it Wyatt Teller? Is it Myles Garrett? I think the fact that we have to ask this question is a red flag, personally. Nick Chubb has always been known as a silent, lead by example type of guy. Who's giving that speech at the half when they're down 7, right? Who's leading the players-only meeting when the season starts to get away from them? Let me know in the comment section right now. All right, I want to tell everyone watching about an awesome deal right now at BetUS. If you haven't heard already, well, let me tell you about our awesome sportsbook partner, BetUS. Head on over to chatsports.com/bet. Use promo code Browns125. They're going to give you a 125% deposit bonus. No, we're not going to talk about betting the Browns this week because that doesn't seem like a very financially responsible thing to do given the last few weeks. But I like this game. How about the Lions getting 7 points coming off a bye when the Cowboys are 0-1 with Dak Prescott? I know everyone thinks, oh, Dak's coming back. Everything's going to be saved. The Lions have the number 2-3 defense in the offense, not defense, offense in the NFL. They can hang with the Cowboys. I like 7 points for Detroit coming off a bye in this one. All right, let's go on to segment number 3 of today's show. Is Sunday a must-win game? You betcha. For Bernie heads, there is no way the Browns can lose this game and make a playoff appearance. I'm calling it now. If the Browns lose Sunday, put the tombstone up for their playoff aspirations moving forward. I know that sounds bleak, but truthfully, 2-5 with the toughest remaining schedule in the NFL left, how do you come back from that? You don't. Now here's the good news for the Browns. When you look at the AFC North standings, they are right there. The AFC North is kind of trash this year. It is definitely underperforming. The Ravens at 3-3, the Bengals at 3-3. Let me paint this picture right now for everyone watching. You knock off the Ravens this week. You're 3-4. Baltimore's 3-4. The Bengals have a frisky Falcons team this Sunday. Even if they win that game or lose it, let's just kind of put a pin in the Bengals for a second. Next week, you get Cincinnati at home, Monday Night Football on Halloween. You win these 2 games, you are right there at the top. You have control. You know what I mean here? I mean, everything is right out in front of you just the next 2 weeks. And here are the remaining handful of games under Jacoby Brissett. The Ravens, the Bengals. You get a bye before a tough game in Miami against the Dolphins. Bills is not going to be tough. Bills is not going to be easy. I already get trap game vibes for the Bucs game, and that's trap game for Tampa Bay. I'm looking at 5 games right now. You have to go at least 2-3. Probably 3-2. But if you drop the Ravens game and the Bengals game, I don't think you're finding 2 wins in Miami, Buffalo, and Tampa, because we're talking about a team at that point that will have lost 5 straight. So with that being said, I won't get too deep into the nuts and bolts here, but some kind of cliche keys to victory, because everyone loves that. Garrett needs to take over the game. This is not Myles Garrett has sucked this year talk. This is everyone else is underperforming. He's got to hurt his back from carrying this defense. So Myles Garrett needs to take over. The secondary, I'm not going to even ask for it to go 180. If you go like 110, I don't know if that's where that is on the pendulum, but just get better. Make an improvement somewhere. Make a stride. Don't have a blown assignment or blown coverage. And the Browns, they got to just rush the Ravens. They got to outrush Baltimore. They have to do a better job on the ground, because if it gets to a shootout between Brissett and Lamar, who's winning that here? But I do offer this kind of ray of sunshine. Despite the Browns losing their last 3 in some frustrating ways, things haven't been awesome in the Charm City, right? Look at this right here. They were leading 35-14 with 12 minutes left in the fourth quarter against Miami. Lost that game. They go into the half pretty much almost 23 lead against Buffalo. Lost that game. They're up by 10 with 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter last week against the Giants. They lose that game. Both fan bases are furious with their team, which is why it's just going to come down to which locker room turns it around better this week. Kevin Stefanski or Harbaugh going to get their boys ready for this game here. So, with that being said, I'll let you guys predict the score to wrap up today's video. Ravens, Browns. Come Sunday, I don't care what I'm thinking earlier this week. I will talk myself into this game. But for now, I am afraid, because if I do, and I do believe it comes down to Stefanski versus Harbaugh getting their team ready, getting them out of a rut, who's the better coach? Now, I will remind you, we have watch parties every single week here at the channel. So make sure you tune in for our Week 7 watch party. Browns versus the Ravens. Listen, even if you're able to watch the game on TV, you've got it on your local area, just put us on your phone, your tablet, your computer, whatever, and I guarantee you, you're going to have a great time being a part of the game on your screen and also on your phone. But if you are out of market, if you're overseas, you don't have a way to watch the game, make sure you tune in. I give live play-by-play breaking down the game. Predict the score. Let me know what your score predictions are. Things are loud in the studio next to us. Can you guys hear that? It's a super chat palooza right now, I think, for the Eagles channel. Now we gotta throw the last $20 super chat on because we never even addressed what JD said, and I feel kind of bad about that. Apologies, JD. I hope you're still watching. Let's read what JD's super chat is here. So predict the score for this game here. Bucky 25-20 Browns. Hambone, 27-20 Browns. All right, J.D. Shirk. Who's more to blame? Coaches or players' execution? Seems like a lot of fundamental football issues. Shot blaster. So that was the shotgun we all just saw 10 minutes ago. More to blame, coaches or players' execution? You know, you ask anyone this question, the first thing they're going to say is, well, it's a combination. Yeah, it is a combination. I think the answer would be coaches. If the coaches tried other players at these positions and it didn't work. To me, it tells me they have no faith in players like, say, Tony Fields at linebacker, giving him a shot over the current group, right? Seeing more reps for Togiai. No. At the end of the day, Browns, I know people just don't want to hear it and don't want it to digest it. Maybe this team just isn't as talented as we thought. Maybe this defense just isn't as good as we thought it was going to be. I am wrong. I thought Ryan! I thought Grant Delpit would be better. I thought Jacob Phillips would be a lot better. Those two guys, they're just not it. Coaches aren't off the hook, but neither are those guys. Ryan with another 20. Let's go. Joe Woods gives us the same BS every week. Yeah, go over another one. We're going to get the... I've kind of gone back and forth on Joe Woods. Yes, Joe Woods is probably not the man for the job. I don't think if you were to bring in or do a promotion within, you would find another guy out there who could 180 this defense. At the end of the day, this defense just lacks talent on the interior defensive line, depth at edge rusher, secondary, specifically the safety room. John Johnson, probably his last year. Grant Delpit, probably his last year starting. Joe Woods has definitely, been the scapegoat. I think if you were to fire Joe Woods today or tomorrow, things wouldn't be perfectly fine on Sunday. There are still bigger issues with this team. This is not to say Joe Woods can stick around because he's got way too much money and talent on this team for it to fart around so much, but still, this team just might not be what we thought they were. Ryan, here we go. We got another shotgun coming. Nicholas also with a super chat. Oh, I think Ryan is $6 away from joining the Dog Pound Hall of Fame. Okay. So.
Thank you, Ryan. I love seeing Petey hit the shotgun machine. And honestly, this is the...
1 second.
I think this is the best drinking machine or drinking...
Oh, talk about efficiency, baby. Just lock and load. Okay. So, we load it up.
Only on Chat Sports. Exactly, Josh.
Okay.
You ready, Petey?
Yep.
Prepare yourself for the brain freeze. Oh, boy.
Okay. Scorpion, what's up, dude? F-Pip.
Everybody take a freeze frame of Petey before and after right now. Here we go. And it's down. It hit him. His eyes widened. And we got another one. Ryan coming in with the $10 super chat saying, put my name on the wall. Matthew Peterson finishing it up. The shot. Fun. Machine. And it's going down. It is ice cold. You can see it in his eyes. He's going through pain, but he's doing it for the dog pound. Only a $20 super chat, and I am up next as it is deleted.
Whoa. I didn't puncture a big enough hole in it. I didn't cock it hard enough. So it was like a 70% hole. Ooh. Yikes. Ooh. Okay. Oh boy. Cannonball. Cannonball coming.
No cookie store for Petey this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Shay.
Sorry. Not a good crumble cookie menu this week. All the basic girls know that. Okay. I don't even know if I think I finished it off this time. Okay. Oh, I didn't come.
Every $20 super chat, we're ripping the shop phone machine.
1 second. I've got some more little extra spillage. You talk really quickly.
Yeah, we got to be careful when we're disposing of this thing.
No, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Shay saying truth. They're gross this week. Damn shame.
Okay, here we go. $10. What is the $10? I think
it's Ryan.
I think it's fireball shots too.
True. Well,
Okay.
we got this one coming in from Nick.
Can you take care of Ryan and put that on there, please?
Sure.
Yeah. Here's a dog bone. We'll get it added. It's just too wet over here. All right, Nicholas, what's up, dude? What are the chances we shoot our shot at Brian Burns or Derek Brown? Burns, yes. In terms of being traded, Burns is much more likely than Derek Brown. Derek Brown was a top pick of theirs not too long ago. Derek Brown, if Shay is watching, he went to high school with my girlfriend, and she was showing me that they had Facebook messages back in like 2010. So I got competition if he ever wants to go back. Brian Burns is going to cost a lot. I think he's going to go for a first rounder. The Browns don't have that. Derek Brown would go for a first rounder, something the Browns also don't have, but the Panthers don't want to move on from him. He's still on their rookie contract. I think it's just a tough. Yeah. You want to add that on there? Yeah, we'll do it on the big screen. Okay, this one for Ryan, $46 in super chats, and you get added to the
Shout out to Ryan.
Wall of Fame right here. Ryan,
There it
let's
is.
put you right there.
Ooh, that's a good spot, Ryan.
Yeah, good real estate, baby. Bingo, the dog pound. Woof.
The family.
The fam. Okay. Put my name on that wall. That's what I am talking about, Ryan. Okay. We've got a preview to get with right now. Dino Man, Dino 77 Mullen, very impressed with PD chugging for the dog pound. This is the job. This is what we sign up for. Let me get some fireball. You want to do? Let me just do a dog bowl for the fireball.
Yeah.
We didn't bring the fireball in here, so unless someone really, really would like to see us drink fireball, I'm just gonna drink an extra healthy dose of dog bowl. I'm starting to slur my words.
Yeah, every $20 super chat, though, that shotgun machine, we're demolishing it every single time.
Patrick's up next.
I am up next. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Need these beers to warm up a little bit because it was pretty ice cold on that one.
That was right to the dome.
Yeah, that's take it to another level.
Yes, sir. Okay. Are we ready? We're going to talk some X's and O's. All right. Some hardcore nose football, some AFC North football. Ooh, shot of a cannon. All of you guys watching, what do you think is a more physical division? AFC South or NFC West? On the spot, Patrick, go. AFC South, NFC West, more physical division.
I gotta say AFC South.
Anything West, I can never take seriously because it's West. It's West Coast. Yeah. It's pass happy.
Most physical division in the league is the AFC North.
Oh, it's gotta be, right? I mean, it is like smiling, we love that too.
Maybe NFC.
NFC North is the North.
Yeah,
the North.
True, the North.
Just the North.
Defend the North.
Yeah, I think the Mount Rushmore of the most physical divisions is AFC and NFC North.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with.
I think the
NFC East.
Yeah, that's
NFC East with the Eagles kind of pulling their weight.
Cowboys, Giants.
Right, you used to have the Hogs with the Redskins. Cancel me.
Clip it.
And I need one more. let's go with. I can't do the AFC.
I kind of like the AFC East.
No, the Dolphins.
Oh, Dolphins are too
Dolphins
soft.
are candy ass.
I was just thinking Bills.
I think AFC South. Titans and Colts.
Just Derrick Henry puts them there.
Those are Mount Rushmore. All right, here we go. So, are we ready to jump into a Browns-Ravens preview? I'm excited. We ready to ride? Yeah, let's do this thing. Okay, so we are going to get into a Cleveland Browns, Baltimore Ravens preview coming up right now. We are in a sub-battle here with our Ravens channel at Chat Sports, and I would like to put them deep in the dirt. So if you hate the Ravens and you want a free Cleveland Browns YouTube channel, it's a win-win right now if you make that gray sub button red. Welcome in to the Cleveland Browns Report. We're going to get you guys ready for Sunday against the Ravens. Listen, earlier this week, pretty pessimistic about this game. As we get closer to Sunday, I will wake up Sunday morning going, I don't see a way the Browns lose this game. That's just the way it operates every Sunday in my brain. So I'm going to go through some keys to victory, all that cliche drama and stuff, but I always add my own fun twists and whatnot to it. But I want to start the show off by getting to the latest injury report. So today's show, by the way, being filmed during our live show, which airs every Thursday at 4 Eastern. So we don't know definitively anything just yet, but some big names to watch for on the injury report. Wyatt Teller is doubtful to play. Joe Woods said that Clowney and Deion Jones are two guys to watch for, as they might be activated, or Jones might be activated come Sunday. Clowney, we saw him play 2 weeks ago, clearly was far from 100%. They shut him down for the Patriots game. That's a name to watch for. Myles Garrett, I fully expect to play. Denzel Ward is still in concussion protocol. He missed last week due to that. We'll have to wait and see closer to Sunday if he is in or out. Lamar Jackson, by the way. The thing with Lamar is anytime you see a quarterback on the injury report, you just assume, well, come Sunday, they'll play anyway. That hasn't always been the case for Lamar, especially the last year or so. When he's on the injury report, it's usually somewhat significant. So keep an eye on that. I mean, major factor. The Browns barely beat Tyler Huntley when Lamar went down last year in Cleveland after the bye. Remember, he exited very early on in the game. He only played, I think he only threw like 4 passes or something like that. J.K. Dobbins, he shut it down in the second half last week against the Giants. That knee injury kind of flared up on him from last year. Monitor that. Bateman, Mark Andrews, 2 big offensive weapons on their injury report, along with Devin Duvernay. Keep an eye on that as well. And then Calais Campbell, one of the veteran leaders on the defensive side. Both teams dealing with injuries. The Ravens, no doubt, have it worst here. All right. I want to get to some ideas. No, I want to get to some possibilities. So, Alex Van Pelt saying that Froholt will be ready to start at right guard if Wyatt Teller is ruled out, which I'm expecting that to be the case. So, prepare to see the Danish King at right guard come Sunday. All right. Then, Mary Kay, kind of like what I said about earlier on Jadeveon Clowney and Deion Jones. Clowney, ankle, elbow, knee. He's got the full Ben Roethlisberger experience. Will likely practice today being Thursday, but it's day-to-day for him. Denzel Ward, concussion, and Deion Jones getting up to speed, facing Ravens on Sunday. We'll have to wait and see closer to kickoff when those guys, or if those guys, will be ready to roll. So now we've got the injury news kind of behind us here. Let's get to some keys to victory. I never do keys to victory like, you got to win the turnover battle. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. That's true for every game, all right? The starters got to bring it, right? There is clearly very little depth on the defensive side. There is not a lot of faith in Tommy Togiai coming in here and saving the day at defensive tackle. So these 3 guys in particular, I think, really need to bring it this Sunday. Myles Garrett, not because he has been underwhelming. No, that's not why. It's because everyone else has been such a disaster. This defense has been a disaster that Myles Garrett needs to put more onto his plate to make up for everyone else's shortcomings. John Johnson, he's got a big couple games coming up here. He's been a popular name on Twitter this week as he is
probably entering the last season with the Browns. Cleveland has the option to hold on to him for next year or likely cut him and save a ton of money. If he wants to stick around by the lake, he's got to have a big game because he has been underwhelming so far, along with Grant Delpit, who, needless to say, definitely needs to bring it. And then I'm going to call out Taven Bryan. The interior defensive line sucks. He is the best of the bunch, and he's still not very good so far. So these three guys, two of them because they have been disappointing, but all three really got to bring it this Sunday. All right, next key to victory here. Let's get Chunt going, right? Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. This one, I'm just going to go back to the basics on here. When in doubt, give them the football. They are very, very good. And the Browns, I don't think, have actually done a bad job of force-feeding them the ball. The Browns lead the NFL in rushing, okay? They have done a lot to make sure that the Browns are one of the most run-heavy teams in football, okay? Kareem Hunt, 110 carries, 649 yards. That's the top of the leaderboard, folks. 5.9 yards a carry. It's not like the Browns have not run the football. They have the feeling you can't ever run it enough. When you've got a former NFL rushing leader in Kareem Hunt, and then Nick Chubb, who has finished second multiple times, he's always in the top 5. It is always just run it more because it works better than passing. That is for sure. Listen, I'm trying to bring my blood pressure down right now. I'm a little fired up right now. The Browns, they're not going to beat Lamar Jackson through the air. If this game turns into kind of like the Monday night game back in, 2020, when Lamar had to go run to the bathroom. Remember that game? I don't have much faith, just like back then, in the Browns pulling out a shootout victory. They need to chew up clock. They need to dominate time of possession. They need to hold on to the football. Because the Ravens, they're capable of scoring very quickly. Are the Browns? No. I mean, if Anthony Schwartz has a 75-yard touchdown call to the house just injected into my veins, but that's not going to happen. And so I want to go back to week 6, first half really quickly here, because a lot of people out there were saying they got to run the football more. It's not like Stefanski quit on running the football. This might surprise you because I went into it thinking we'll see a lot of passes. Wasn't the case, actually. Look at the drives. Right, the first drive resulted in an interception after the Pharaoh Brown first play, but 3 passes, 5 rushes for a field goal in drive number 2, more rushes in drive number 3, 4 passes, 3 rushes in 4, and 6 passes and 2 rushes for a field goal in drive number 5. It's not like the Browns abandoned the run game in the first half. Now, as the Patriots began to pull away in the second half, Stefanski probably went maybe a little bit too pass happy. But also, you're not going to erase double-digit deficits with running the football 3 straight times. It's just not efficient enough, especially if you put yourself in a 3rd and 7 and you run the football. You're going to get the Boo Birds out there a ton. I want to throw this question your way, kind of just open mic night this whole show right now. What's the biggest change that the Browns need to make? You can go a handful of directions. I think if I had to pick just one singular change, it is give Ronnie Harrison a shot at safety. I don't know if he can be much worse than Grant Delpit. That would be my suggestion to Joe Woods. A little suggestion box, just pop that in there. Ronnie Harrison. All right, third key to victory, scoring off turnovers. If the Browns are going to win in Baltimore, they're going to be playing spoiler. Now, this is where I go and say, everyone just loves to say, you got to win the turnover battle. How did that work last time, right? The Browns, when they played at Baltimore last year, if you remember, on Sunday Night Football, they picked Lamar Jackson off 4 times, and they didn't win. Why? Because that game, they did not turn any of those turnovers into points. So if you are going to knock off the Ravens on the road, you would not only have to take away from Lamar Jackson and generate some turnovers, you have to materialize it into points. So I did some big math here, crunched the numbers for you guys on my napkin. Points off turnovers this year for the Browns. The Browns have scored 24 points off turnovers in 5 turnovers. So 24 points from 5 turnovers. All right, keep that in mind. For the Ravens, by the way, here, okay? The Baltimore Ravens, they have, in 3 losses, they have scored opponents have scored 24 points. I counted 31, I'll explain in a moment, in 7 turnovers. 31 points because Saquon Barkley went down at the 1 last week, which Nick Chubb probably should have done too against the Jets, but that's past that now. So, you get the gist here. The Ravens, in their 3 losses, 7 turnovers, turned into 24 points. Browns have to keep that going this year against Baltimore. I've got more keys to victory to get to in just a moment, but Fanatics has a great deal for the dog pound. Listen, jerseys are expensive. We all know that. I love my Jim Brown jersey. I love my Amari Cooper jersey. But if you want to go a little bit more under the radar, jerseys are the new up-and-coming thing. So if you can get a jersey in your back right now, you will be a happy camper in the Mooney lot. Pick your favorite player. Pick whatever number you want if you want to go custom. And make sure you are rocking a Cleveland Browns t-shirt, jersey, a jersey. When you go to chatsports.com/Browns shirt, links in the comments and the description of today's show. My 4th key to victory, generate turnovers. Going off point number 3, the 3rd prong of winning this game, if you're going to score points off turnovers, you have to at least start by generating turnovers, which the Browns have sucked at this year. They are in the bottom 6 right now of takeaways in the NFL, tied at 27th with the Kansas City Chiefs with 5, ahead of the Packers, the Dolphins, the Lions, the Commanders, and the Raiders. It's okay for Miami and Green Bay to get away with it because they've got pretty good offenses. But have you noticed that the Lions and the Commanders and the Raiders, what do they all have in common? Crappy records. Don't be with them. This defense needs to start generating turnovers. Last year, the problem was it was always out of sync with the offense. The defense had a great day and the offense sucked. The offense had a great day and the defense sucked. Time to get on the same page. Be opportunistic. Take advantage of it, offense. And defense, give them an opportunity to take advantage of it. Myles Garrett, Denzel Ward, this entire defense needs to step up and start making some plays. So with that being said, who needs to step up the most on this defense? Call someone out right now in the comments. I'm going to call out John Johnson because I think this safety room, he is clearly one of the leaders of this room, and he has good moments, and he has some good quarters, but as a whole, I thought he could be one of the better safeties in the NFL, and he has not shown me that over the course of this season so far. So let me know who you think on this defense needs to step up the most. 5th and final key to victory, fundamentals. I hate to sound like a basic bitch, but it's very true. They've got to go back to fundamentals because clearly they're not past that right now. So the Browns need to get the basics, like tackling, assignments, and communication right. We're in October. We're planning Halloween costumes, and the Browns are doing tackling drills. What is going on? You do that in minicamp, in OTAs, in August, not in October. You cannot have blown assignments every single week. It is okay to have a busted coverage once in a while. Over the course of 17 games, 4 times 17, 4 quarters a game, that's going to happen. But it happens every week. They cannot continue this way. I hate that I have to say this, but you know what? The biggest key on this defense is just get your fundamentals right. And then we can start throwing exotic different blitz packages in there and zone coverages and start making life difficult for opposing quarterbacks. So with that being said, those are my 5 keys to victory. I invite everyone to join us for our watch party because we have watch parties every single Sunday. It's a blast. We have a great time here. Well, I say great time. We have a good time depending how the game goes. So we had great times 2 times so far. The other 4, not so great. So turn it around. Join our watch party. Browns-Ravens this Sunday. Make sure to hit on that thumbnail when you see it pop up on Sunday, and I'm going to sign off and see you guys later. All right, who needs to step up the most on this defense? Let me know in the comment section. We also got some soupies to get to. Let's ride. Alex Church, first-time super chatter at the channel. Before I even read your message, Mr. Church, cheers to you for donating to the show. Thank you very much. Alex from the UK, my girlfriend and I are going there in February. So we're going to have to link up with Alex and our other UK viewer. I'm blanking on his name. It'll come to me in a minute. Why is Barry keeping so much cap space when we are so bad at defensive tackle? That's a good question. The Browns do lead the NFL in cap space. Now, there is something to rolling the cap over to next season, having a little bit extra space then. But I think Andrew Barry, I don't think it's necessarily stubbornness, but I think it is his belief that signing someone isn't going to save this defensive line, because in October, anyone that's out there, they have already given into consideration, and they must not feel that they can make a difference. Do I agree with that? No, because I don't think it could get any worse than it is. So see what Ndamukong Suh, see what Sheldon Richardson are in. Maybe they've made those calls, and Sheldon Richardson answers it, and he's like phone like this as he's playing Madden and stuffing his face, and he's like, dude, I haven't worked out in 6 months. She's like, well, damn it, like, we're not going to bring you in if you've got Cheeto dust all over a little 5 o'clock shadow all over your mouth. That's probably my best guess. I don't have a very good answer. I don't want to believe that it's because he's stubborn and he thinks, no. My picks, Elliott and Togiai, they will work out over the course of a season. Just give it time. We have seen enough. It's not working. Brown Tiger, a Super Chat legend here on the channel, going with the upset alert. Browns somehow upset the Ravens. My dispatch supervisor is a Ravens fan, so the Brownies have to win. Everyone for the Brown Tigers, spam FBAL in the comment section right now. Browns fans, help Browns fans. Let's go. F the Crows. Let's go Browns. That's a $5 super chat. I also missed the our friend Alex super chat, so I'm just going to finish off the rest of this beer and do a big dog bowl for the two of them. Here we go. Cheers, guys. Woo! Okay. Another super chat for the Brown Tiger. Can we see a little of D'Anthony Bell this week? Works for me. I am the Staples yes button. You want to make a change on defense? Yes. Don't even finish your sentence, because it can't really get worse. Maybe he can give up 5 more yards per game, but it's worth the effort. It's worth the attempt. I would love to see some D'Anthony Bell action, because the current makeup is not getting the job done. So, I'm with you, Brown Tiger. I couldn't agree more. Soul Train, what's up, dude? Why are the defensive ends so wide when the defensive tackles are terrible? I like this question a lot by Soul Train. Soul Train, by the way, tweeted at me like a couple days ago, watching the show on a walk. So I love to see. It's on a stroll. Enjoy the show. Why are the defensive ends so wide? So, before the season started, I said I'm not comfortable with the current makeup of the interior defensive line, but Andrew Barry is gambling on teams to run the football between Garrett and Clowney and see how that works out for them. Well, they are having a lot of success at that, because Garrett and Clowney are nowhere near the interior defensive line. Why are they like that? Why are they so out wide? I think the best answer I can give you is Joe Woods is just focusing on getting after the quarterback, and he has belief in his linebackers to make up for the interior defensive line deficiencies and limit the chunk plays and keep it to 5 yards a carry. But JOK, I'm his biggest fan. He hasn't been fan-freaking-tastic the last few weeks. Taki's been okay against the run, not good in coverage. And Jacob Phillips, he's just not a middle linebacker. It's that simple. Here is our super chat menu right now. We've had a lot of supers fly in right now. So if you want to make a donation to the show, make a contribution, we've had, 3 beer shotguns so far? $20 beer shotgun, and the next one up to bat is Patrick Seatman. $10. I say fireball shots, fireball beer, dog bowl, whatever you prefer, if you will. $46 in total, and you get on the Super Chat MVP wall. We already added one name today. Let's see if we can add a second. We got some good competitors right now. Ryan was added, and we're close for JD Shirk. JD is, $26 away? We'll make math easy. He's $25 away. So that is our happy hour menu. We're going to get into a live watch party. I'm about to say watch party. A live mailbag right now. Because you guys have questions. I have answers. Use hashtag Browns, or you can super chat if you would like to get that question on screen. If you super chatted earlier today, those are not going to be disregarded. All the super chats that have questions in them will get on screen. So, Patrick, just make sure to remember that as we go through some of these questions. Hashtag Browns, you have to use that so our software can pull your question. Otherwise, it just gets lost into the cloud, and then it's gone forever. All right. I think we are close to launching and getting ready to go. Okay. Seeps, are we ready to rock and roll? Once you're on the ones and twos, we're going to get into a live mailbag one more time. Hashtag Browns or super chat like Jarrett. Oh, boy. Jarrett is here. And here. And Ray. Okay. Let's go. Let's have a day. I'll crack open a new one for you guys. Jarrett, what's good, Petey? Jarrett, we missed you on Sunday. Good to see you back here during our live show this Thursday. Appreciate you super chatting your way in. And Ray, my man, what's good, Petey? Oh, no. Ray, this is a definite must-win game. I concur, Ray. It absolutely is a must-win game. You fall to 2-5, you're dunzos. I do believe that. Gotta win this game. Thank you for the super chats, Jarrett and Ray. Thank you guys so much here. Jarrett, my bank hasn't been letting me donate. It's like in semi-pro. Well, maybe you just need a bigger bank. Okay. Scorpion, I saw that. It was from in June. Yeah. I don't know why that got public now. In June, he got a speeding ticket. I hate this, like, oh, this is a flight risk. Dude. I have a speeding ticket. Don't call 911. But yeah, believe it or not, I got a speeding ticket. I didn't get my first speeding ticket, though, until I was 23 years old. Yeah, I made from 16 to 23, which is probably the gap you get your most tickets, I feel like.
I got my first speeding ticket the first week I got my license.
Yeah, see, I didn't know.
Awful.
I was fine in high school. I was fine in college. I was driving in Mountain View, Wyoming, and I got gunned. Yeah, it was a bummer. It was a bummer. Yes, okay. Let's get into a mailbag. Hashtag Browns or super chat. Let's ride. If you hate the Baltimore Ravens, spam FBAL in the comment section. We usually reserve this for the Pittsburgh Squealers, but this week we make an exception for the Ravens. So start the video off by getting into the comments right now and spamming FBAL. Hell, let's see who can comment it the most. What's going on, Browns fans? Welcome into the Cleveland Browns Report by Chat Sports. Matthew Peterson here on a live mailbag edition of the show. We do these every single Thursday during our live show. So if you got a question and you want to be on the next mailbag, just tune in every single Thursday at 4 o'clock Eastern. So this first question comes in from a frequent commenter here at the channel, Gregory H. What do you think about the Browns dropping Deion Jones' contract for 2023 after they signed him for it? And why do you believe they both agreed to drop it? Okay, so I got a little tripped up by your word in there. So yes, the Browns and Deion Jones agreed to terminate 2023 from his contract, making this the last year on his deal. What do I make of it? I like the move on the Browns' part, right? If Deion Jones' midseason trade doesn't work out, you're not on the hook for any money. If it does work out, then yeah, you might, bite yourself in the tail and wish you had that next year on the books already because you went to re-sign him in free agency. Why did Deion Jones agree to do this? One, that might have been a condition for the trade. A lot of this stuff happens between the general manager and the agent of, hey, we want to trade for you, but not at that price. Can you restructure your contract? So that might have been something that happened behind the scenes. Paul Brooks, what's up, dude? You're up next here on the show. Paul Brooks, a F-Pit master. How many rushing yards will Nick Chubb have? I'm going to go, he had, 58 in Week 6 against the Patriots, 54, something like that. I'll go against the Ravens. I don't know if I'm going to go all the way to like 120. Give me like 101. Just gets barely across. Nick Chubb, 101 carries on 101 yards on 25 carries, and tossing a receiving touchdown. Everyone thinks rushing? No, Zig Winzag. Brown Tiger, Super Chat MVP. I'm a huge Watson fan, but tired of hearing how this team might be how this team might be night and day different with him. Excuse me. I say how. He doesn't fix our defense. I agree with that. Sean Watson does not play defense, except for when he's with the Texans and he's in a red jersey running scout team safety. So, how does he fix this team? Well, the Browns going into last week before the clunker against the Patriots, they were averaging 26 points per game. Deshaun Watson averages, maybe makes his offense worth 31 points per game. I don't know if he's a full touchdown better. Let's go 31 points per game. At 31 points, gets you a win over the Chargers at 30, right? I think Deshaun Watson is able to blemish and cover up some of the deficiencies this team has from time to time and is able to eke out ugly wins, which the Browns weren't able to do this year, right? They couldn't eke out a win against the Chargers late. They couldn't eke out a win against the Falcons late. What happened? A red zone interception from Brissett and a interception from Jacoby Brissett on the last drive against the Falcons. With Watson, one of those two comes a win. I really do believe that. So, can he play defense? No. He can't help that the Patriots put up 38 with Bailey freaking Zappi, and I don't even know if they win that game with Deshaun Watson. But they are going to win some of those closer games with him over Jacoby Brissett. This question coming in from Goodness1. Will the Browns be buyers or sellers at the NFL trade deadline? Good question. I'm going to go with a cop-out and say somewhere in the middle. I don't think they're going to be sellers. I don't really see any big pieces they could move on from, right? I don't think it's a wise idea to trade someone like Ronnie Harrison away. And also safeties, they're really not a big need when the NFL trade deadline comes around. What positions are? Defensive end and wide receiver. Two of the game-changing positions on both sides of the football. The Browns have no edge rushers to offer up and definitely no wide receivers. So I think for that reason, if I had to pick one, maybe buyers, maybe they make one trade bringing someone in, kind of like Deion Jones already. But I think they probably sit somewhere in the middle. Appreciate the question, though. Let me throw this question your direction, though. Should the Browns be buyers or sellers? If you had to pick one, you can make the argument for be sellers. They don't have a first-round pick next year. Get some more draft capital. This season's not going to result in a Lombardi trophy being hoisted. Yeah, okay. I don't think that's a very good message to your locker room, though, and that's definitely something that people lose sight of. As for buyers, you want to forfeit more picks, right? For a team that doesn't look like they're on a track to be playoff contenders, I think they should just stay put. Soul Train, you're next on the show. Why are the defensive ends so wide when the defensive tackles are terrible? I, before the season, said Andrew Berry is gambling on opposing teams to run the football with Myles Garrett and Jadeveon Clowney on this defensive line. And teams that said, bet we will. And it hasn't helped that those two guys have been injured the last few weeks. But why are they moved out so wide? Clearly Joe Woods doesn't trust any sort of interior pass rush, right? There's no way Taven Bryan and Jordan Elliott are making a good push for the quarterback. So he's got to kick his ends out a little wider to get some leverage to get around and find the quarterback. That's the best answer I can give you. What is the cost of that? The Browns' run game on defense. That is the price you pay. JD Shirk with a $20 super chat. What's more to blame? Coaches or players' execution? Seems like a lot of fundamental football issues. Shot Blaster.
We had some fun in our watch party here. Excuse me, our live show here. But to answer JD's question, everyone's just going to answer this with a combination of the both. At the end of the day, it is a combination, but I think I'm starting to lean more towards on players' execution. I used to be much more in the camp of it's all Joe Woods' fault. Hey, put any defensive coordinator you want on that sideline or up in that press box. What defensive coordinator is making Taven Bryan and Jordan Elliott NFL starting defensive tackles? Jacob Phillips, an actual green dot linebacker. At the end of the day, let's call it what it is. Andrew Berry, and us included, over-evaluated a handful of guys at key spots. Taven Bryan, Jordan Elliott, free agent, and a third-round pick that just haven't looked like starting defensive tackles. Jacob Phillips, third-round pick, has been a disaster, filling in for Anthony Walker. John Johnson, free agent signing, Grant Delpit, second-round pick, have not done well in the secondary. At all three levels, there is a talent deficiency on this team. Are the coaches making it any better? No, they are definitely on the hook. But if you want to go out and fire Joe Woods, which I'm not opposed to doing, I don't think you should expect for an absolute big turnaround to happen the following Sunday. Will it be better? Maybe. But is it going to be bad still? Yeah. Why? Because maybe the players just aren't as good as we thought they were. That's the hard truth right there. Maybe these guys, like Grant Delpit and Jacob Phillips, are just not built up to where we thought they would be. All right, we're going to get to more questions in just a moment, but we've got a Browns-Ravens watch party this Sunday. We have watch parties every single week, so if you haven't joined us already, if you haven't yet, give it a shot. I guarantee you're going to have a good time, or your free money back, because it's free here at the Cleveland Browns Report. Listen, we always have a good time during timeouts and commercial breaks. Even when things aren't going well on the field, we keep it entertaining. We keep it live here at the channel. So join us this Sunday, Browns-Ravens watch party right here on the channel. Just click on that thumbnail when you see it on YouTube. Young Sky, what's up? Should we bring back Takk McKinley? My new mantra is just, should we do blank on defense? Yes, because the current makeup is not getting the job done. I am all for ideas. I am leading a town hall meeting. Raise your ideas up, because there's no bad idea right now, because this defense is one of the worst in the NFL. So if you want to bring back Takk McKinley, who had a ruptured Achilles late last season, unfortunately, which was a big dark cloud over pretty decent season for a backup edge rusher, 2.5 sacks, 1 forced fumble. You're not going to have to twist my arm around it. I know Andrew Berry would like to see some of these reps go to Alex Wright and see that development really start to hit a streamline. But this team doesn't have time to wait for that. If they want to be competitive right now, they've got to get a move on. So McKinley, who was released earlier this week from the Rams, I think it's worth a phone call. That's where I'll put it right now. We got more questions to answer from you guys. First, we got to tell everyone watching about BetUS. So our sportsbook partner, BetUS, is a great deal for you guys. Go to chatsports.com/bet. Promo code Browns125. Get a 125% deposit bonus. Now, what do you want to gamble on? I'm not going to advertise betting on the Browns here. So I literally, because I was a cold streak last week. I think I went 1 for 4 my parlay. I'm going to turn my mic off. Producer Patrick Seatman, what should people bet on this week?
Browns fans, you want to make some money this weekend? First, head over to chatsports.com/bet. Use promo code Browns125. The Steelers. The Steelers.
What?
I'm telling you, I'm all in on the Steelers. I'm taking their money line this week. I think the Steelers, I think they're going to beat the Dolphins. I know Browns fans. I know I'm probably in enemy territory right now.
You came on our channel? I thought you were going to go Dolphins 100%, dude.
Oh, no, I'm going 100% Steelers.
Honestly, I bet on the Bucks last week against the Steelers. So I don't have much ground to stand on right now when it comes to betting against the Steelers.
Versus that Miami Dolphins offense.
All right. Fade Patrick over at chatsports.com/bet. Promo code Browns125. Tomlin's a tough guy to bet against. I'll put it that way here. All right, we got more questions to answer on today's show. Joshua Miller, you're next up. The upcoming bye week needs to be like a mini training camp. The weekly breakdowns are preseason stuff, not midseason stuff. Use that time to clean things up. The fact that the Browns in October had to have practices dedicated to fundamentals like tackling should have big alarm bells and whistles going off. You do that stuff in the summer, not in the middle of the season. That is very concerning. No doubt about it. I don't think a mid-season bye is going to rectify that problem. They absolutely have to use this bye as more than just get our bodies right. Take a week off. Reconvene next week. No. This bye has to be double duty for the coaching staff, which it always is, but especially the players. And after John Johnson's comments earlier about some guys maybe not being 100% in on the commitment level, I'm worried this bye is going to be viewed as a siesta for some of the younger guys on this team. Brown Tiger, MVP legend. Do you think players don't like Woods' play calling? I think what happens is when things aren't going to plan, fingers got to start being pointed. And that is when you see coaches lose locker rooms. And for players who think that they are a gift from God to the gridiron, they want to go to the coaches, right? And so Woods is not very good. I'm not defending him, but what I'll say is Woods could get fired tomorrow. I don't think that's going to cure this defense. I think the problems are much more deeply rooted than that, and I've come to learn that over the last few weeks, really since the Falcons game, where they got ran over by the Chargers and they got beat up by Bailey Zappi and the Patriots. Woods is not off the hook, but the problems are bigger than just one person. The Browns not like Joe Woods. Most guys love their coaches. I mean, we had some comments come through of like, nope, we're not giving up on Woods. I don't really know what happens inside the locker room. I don't, you don't, only the players do. Great Hunt, what an interesting name. Next up on the show, any way too early draft targets to watch for this Saturday. So without a first round pick, the Browns are going to pick, let's say, middle of the pack come day 2. That's where the trajectory they're going to right now is. What position do I want them to do? Probably like last year. Interior defensive line. So 5 collegiate players to watch for on Saturdays as we get closer to the end of college football season. Jalen Carter is not going to be there in round 2. I hate to get your hopes up. But if he does fall there, you better lap that shit up. Brian Brees out of Clemson. He was one of the top prospects when he came out of high school, I remember correctly. So that would be a great get in round 2. Don't think he's going to be there. The guy I'm watching for is Sakia Ika. I hope I pronounced that correctly. From Baylor. He is a 350-pound nose tackle that does more than just stop the run, which the Browns need. They need a big body in the middle of that defensive line to just eat up a center and a guard and let their linebackers do their job and get into the backfield or tackle running backs. I like IKEA right now. So this Saturday, whenever you're watching college football, you have the Baylor game on, just think for a second. Let's watch that big guy in the middle of the defense. He could be in Cleveland next year. By the way, Graven Dexter, another player to watch for. I think everyone's probably thinking, is that the dude with the huge fat ass? No, that's not him. But he's still really good. Soul Train next up on the show. Ravens hurting at wide receiver gives me hope this Sunday. We're recording this right now during our live show Thursday at 4 o'clock Eastern, which has Bateman and Duvernay on the injury report. We'll have to wait and see what their statuses are. With or without them, the Ravens have always had success winning games despite not having big wide receiver names. So I don't think this is a nail breaker, but it's definitely going to be something that benefits the Cleveland Browns. All right, final question. This one for you guys. Predict the score. Ravens, Browns. Let me know who you got and by how much in this game down in the comment section below. I want to go with the Browns. My brain is telling me Harbaugh's going to have his guys ready, but I don't give a damn. Lee Corso this bitch. Give me the Browns 29-25. No, there's no way they're going to score that much points. Actually, I don't care. 29-25 from M&T Bank Stadium.
All right, get those score predictions in. Let's go. Greasy Flight in the house, all the way from north of the border. Okay, so Ray has the Ravens 35, Browns 24. Jarrett with a super chat. Let's go, Jarrett. $5 super. That's a dog bowl. That's the way things work here at the channel. While I drink it, Patrick, you want to read it?
So our man Jarrett, MVP of last week's show, he says, saw a bunch of crap everywhere online about Watson getting a speeding ticket. Why is everybody trying to take this man down?
So I read, go on.
I was just going to say, I feel like any kind of chance anybody gets to take a shot at Watson, they're going to take it full advantage.
Watson got gunned going 97 into 70.
That's not
He paid a $185 fine, and this was in June. Or was it July?
Relax.
I think it was in June and it got settled in July. Once again, raise your hand if you got a speeding ticket. Does that mean you are a bad person? No. It means you're not a murderer, honestly.
Yeah.
If you don't speed, big red flag.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm in a car with someone and they're like going 3 below the whole drive, I want to get out of the car.
Yeah.
Straight up.
No, seriously.
Okay. Brown Tiger, what's up, dude? Yes, Brian. Okay, so, the Brown Tiger. Brian Breesy is the Clemson defensive tackle we just talked about. Brown Tiger is a Clemson fan. He just wants to round up everyone from Clemson and just relocate them to Cleveland, Ohio. Get Trevor Lawrence. Okay, Jarrett Roush, next up on the show. I owe some beers. Cheers now. How is Patrick and Petey doing this fine evening? It's our favorite day of the week. Love hanging out with you guys. You don't understand how true that sentence is. Cheers to you, Patrick.
I'm having a good day, Jarrett. Obviously, like Petey just said, this is the highlight of our week.
Yep.
And we also, Jarrett, we have some fun activities. I don't know if you were in here.
Yeah, I probably missed it.
So, Petey, where's the gun at? Show him the gun.
So, we got this new, someone mailed it to Chat Sports. It's like a shotgun gun where you put the beer in here. I'm going to load it up here. And a little spillage. And a little drippage. And you put the beer in there, and then boom, just
it's electric.
down the hatch.
It's electric.
It is awesome.
Kind of put the price a little too low, so we've already.
Who's next? Is it me? I think it's me.
No, I'm next.
Oh, I thought you've already gone. No.
No, I've gone once. You've gone twice, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. For $20 super chat for that one right there.
Ray, my mic working well today?
Someone said because you were in comments last time, weren't you, with the microphone?
Yeah.
Haters gonna hate.
Shout out to you, Ray. Shout out to you.
Right.
And there it is.
Oh my goodness! I barely put it down.
All right.
Is it your turn?
It is my turn.
Okay.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick.
Yeah, you go run to the bathroom.
You hold it down.
We'll put it on here. Okay. $20 super chat from Jarrett Roush. Legolas, baby. Let's go. Patrick's gonna run to the bathroom. He'll be back in like 30 seconds, guys. $20 super chat. Thank you so much, Jarrett. Thank you very much for your contribution to the show. We're going to get this shotgun in action once Patrick returns from the little boys' room. Josh, right now in the chat, how did the postal or delivery service classify that beer shotgun item? That's a very good question. I'm not sure. Came in a box. It was like Christmas morning at Chat Sports. We actually got 2 of them. So they kind of float around the office a little bit. We got plenty of drinking paraphernalia, no doubt about it. All right, Greasy Flight. Now we're talking about something else here. Ooh, Power Rank Canadian beers. Labatt Blue, or what's the other one? It starts with the M. I'm blanking on it really bad right now. What's the other Canadian beer that starts with the M? There's Labatt Blue and Malt something. Damn it. Okay. Brown Tiger with a super chat. Jared to the super. Oh, let's. Molson, thank you. Jared the super chat, let's go. We're going to get those on screen once Patrick comes back to the studio and can press the buttons. Gregory also helping me out as well. Cheers to you guys. Appreciate that. Okay, so we're going to have some fun. If you don't go anywhere right now if you're still watching, because the way it works at the end of the show is if we keep getting super chats, we can stay on the channel and keep our Steelers Talk channel out of the studio. And we've got some fun kind of games and gimmicks to play with you guys here because
We like to view this Thursday session as the springboard going into the weekend, getting ready for football. Patrick's back already, so we got some fun little NFL conversation starters to have, no doubt about it. We got some super chats coming in too. Brown Tiger. Okay. Hopefully the mic didn't pick that up. Okay. You don't crack it. All right,
Hey,
here we go.
Thanks, by the way. I've been kind of looking forward to doing this.
So it's the second one. You really got to pump hard because the second time I didn't pump hard enough and didn't puncture a big enough hole.
Here, so this is kind of how it works. So you put it in there like this. This little thing kind of just cracks it open for you, and then you just cock and rip.
Yeah, so it punctures a hole on both sides. So that's how you get the airflow. Okay. Pump it hard. Yeah. You ready? Here we go.
Ready?
3, 2, 1. You punctured it? It's stuck? Oh, God. Well, it's coming out the front. Oh, God. Now it's really coming. Oh, this is a disaster. Uncock it and then recock it. Oh, it's stuck. Is it coming down? I don't. Yeah. I don't know, Jim. I don't know. Oh boy. We need the cleaning crew. This went sideways really quickly.
That was like all foam. Hold on.
Okay. You gotta like.
Cocked it too hard.
You cocked it too hard. Is it stuck? We broke the damn shotgun tool. Jared with another super chat.
No way.
What if you break it? I really hope we didn't break this thing. Can you drink it at all? Thumbs up if it's better now. So? Oh no. What happened? We had such a great toy. Okay, we need to dive into the heart of this thing. Oh, turn it this way. Now open it. Yeah. Okay, so you opened it on that side, but this thing did not puncture a hole on the back end. No, so we didn't get the full shotgun. I bet if you take it out, let's see if it's even dripping. The can is?
Dude, I think like the thing's like stuck in the can.
Oh.
Like the puncturing part's stuck in there.
Titty City. Okay. It's definitely stuck in there.
Like the
Okay.
part. Hold on.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So the puncture part of the shotgun barrel is stuck right now.
In the can.
Yeah.
Whoa.
This is bad. We gotta
Eyes on this?
we gotta save it. We gotta wiggle this thing loose. But the issue is we don't have much left. Okay. Rescue mission to get this bad boy out. No wounded soldiers here. We're getting them all out. Everyone's coming home. Come on. Band of brothers.
Let's go. This is why you subscribe.
Dude, it's fucking stuck. This thing, I'm going to cut my finger for sure. There it is.
Bad look, Ryan.
Brian. What'd you say? Ryan? Okay. I know. I'm trying to do brain surgery on a Miller latte right now. Come on. See, it's stuck. It's stuck. It's stuck for sure. Okay. I don't know how to diagnose this issue. Oh, I really cut myself too. Damn it. Oh. Okay, I gotta go to the hospital probably after this. That's a bummer. Okay. That's not where we wanted to be, boys. Well, now it's really starting to bleed too. I knew going. Yeah, you're just gonna drink out of the beer normally now. All right, Patrick will do that. Jared with another super chat. Let's go.
Hey.
Oh, the little Vikes action, huh?
Like that 5 and 1.
Yeah.
5 and 1.
I really gashed my finger trying to save this thing. Workman's comp. Doug, I saw that today. Maybe I should have included that in the video. Probably was a miss on my part. Possible trade. Elijah Moore is not happy with his role with the team. And apparently there has been some talk of a move. They like Garrett Wilson a lot. I loved Elijah Moore going into this year too. So I need a Band-Aid. I really got my finger. I think there's like a little box. Yeah, I kind of gashed my finger on the thing. Okay. Scorpion, got my word, PD. Next Thursday is $46, man. Gonna remember this. Brown Tiger saying, I'd rather have Watson over Lawrence, talking about his favorite Clemson quarterbacks right there. I'm a big believer in Trevor Lawrence, but I do wonder, like, at what point are you like, you know what, dude? You were picked 1 overall. You got to be a star. Even if we're the Jacksonville Jaguars. I know that there are some issues, but at some point, you got to overcome that and just be like, you know, out of nowhere, damn, you know, kind of like how Mahomes just came out of nowhere, right? How Allen just kind of came out of nowhere. Like, you just got to be that dude. So, yeah. Scorpion, we'll get you on the board. We'll get you on the board. Max Lane, do you think the Browns could trade for him, Elijah Moore? I think he's going to get a decent market, right? We're talking about a former second-round pick who had a good rookie season. He's not been bad. He's not like Denzel Mims. He's way above that kind of category. So what could he get? I don't know, a second-rounder, get a fourth back. Do the Browns want to give up a fourth for him? I think that's a decent enough pick for Andrew Berry to want to hold on to, because Elijah Moore is clearly in the doghouse for some sort of reason. I could see a team that's like on the cusp of winning a Super Bowl being like, F them picks, we'll give a fourth. It's worth the shot. The Browns, they need all the ammo they can get right now because they can't afford to miss because they're not performing well enough. JD and Michael, let's go.
We're back. I'm redeeming myself.
How'd you get it out? Can you give me a Band-Aid, please? Oh, you got me a Band-Aid? Thank you. Just one. One's good. Okay. So, did you bring some beer?
How many super chats have we got?
We got a handful just flew in right there.
If we get a $5 super chat, I'll redeem myself because I feel bad. We got it fixed, though, guys. We got it fixed.
Yep. Okay, there we go. There's some first aid right now on camera.
Go behind the scenes.
Yeah, that's just the way we operate right now. That thing really fucking hurt, not gonna lie. Okay. I did not clean the wound. So if there's an infection, we know where it started from. It started from the Cleveland Browns report by Chat Sports. All right, here we go. We got a handful of super chats that just flew in. So next $5 super chat. I know it's gonna come. I just don't know if it's real.
$5 super chat. I'll redeem myself.
Yeah. Yep. Indeed. Okay. So, Jarrett, how do I send things to the office? Jarrett, I'm not gonna put our address on like Craigslist right now. Just DM me on Twitter so I can re-find you, and then I'll send you the address if you would really like to send something to us here. Very curious what could be coming our way. Jarrett, $2 super chat. That's a beer's cheers. Jarrett once again with a $5 super chat. There it is. F the Steelers. Your thoughts on Stefanski being on the hot seat? Kevin Stefanski is not going anywhere before Deshaun Watson plays. He was one of the three factors. Sorry, the three players, right? Of Jimmy, Andrew, Kevin. Haslam, Barry, Stefanski getting Deshaun Watson to Cleveland.
Yep.
You do not fire your head coach before you see the guy you gave up heaven and earth to get for play.
Yep.
Stefanski, here's my kind of quick spiel on him. He's a very, very good offensive coach. The issue is there are defense and special teams in football too. And I'm getting tired of excusing him because the offense is good. You know what? There's more to coaching than just one half of the football. So if you can't get the other 2/3 down, we usually see this with defensive coaches, where they have the defense down, like Zimmer, right? And it's like, well, the defense is awesome, but he can't figure out the offense. This might be one of the rare instances where he's got the offense down, but he can't figure out the defense. And at some point, the defensive deficiency has to amount and matter. That's my TED Talk.
Jared, another super chat. My favorite team is the Browns. My grandpa's is the Vikings.
I knew you came
Love
from
to
good
see
blood.
both teams getting represented. I see the Jack Patrick.
You got it in your blood, Jarrett.
When was
I
the
knew
last
it.
time the Browns played the Vikings?
Last year, remember in that?
No, the Vikings must have won that, right?
Funny,
I want to see how
That's
Viking
funny,
get Patrick.
You had me for a second.
Patrick was like, dude, you don't remember? It's my job to remember. All right, that's a $5 super chat. That's a dog bowl.
Let's
Couple
go.
dog bowls. I'm just going to finish off all the beer right now for JD's super chat too.
We're 20 away from 200.
Yep. Okay, put JD's on screen and read it for me while I drink this bad boy.
He said, y'all didn't answer my question from the beginning, but all good. Got to go to work. Good show, y'all. I think we may be hitting on the mailbag. Oh, who's more to blame? Yeah, we were kind of
JD,
talking
we talked about it twice.
Yeah.
We talked about the mailbag. I think you must have left because I felt bad. We did put it on here.
Yeah.
In really short, not just a combination. I'm now becoming more team blame the players more so than the coaches because the players simply are not cut out to be starting level defensive tackles, linebackers, and safeties.
Yep.
JD, thank you so much. Enjoy work. Michael, new super chatter here. Is JD on the Wall of Fame now? I think he's got to be close with those super chats.
He's 15 away, technically.
Was that his second super chat?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Michael Trilstein. I interviewed Super Bowl champion Zach Moore. Who is Zach Moore?
I will find out.
Why am I
Super Bowl
blanking?
champion, Zach
Well,
Moore.
we just had a big conversation about Elijah Moore. And so then I'm thinking, well, Elijah Moore hasn't won a Super Bowl.
Okay, Zach Moore. He was a defensive end drafted in the 6th round by the New England Patriots from St. Paul, Minnesota, where I was born. Fun fact. A native of Chicago, Illinois, where I grew up.
Are you Zach Moore?
He attended Simeon.
Oh, with Derrick Rose.
Yeah, Derrick Rose. Shout out D. Rose. He went to a D2 school. That's pretty sweet.
What D2 school?
Concordia.
I know Concordia.
I know Concordia,
Yeah.
That's
So you played for just the Patriots or what?
Yeah, he played with the Vikings too.
Okay. Did you know him?
No, I did not.
I was like, I was about to be like, do I have to have my Browns card revoked? Because like this name is not ringing a bell right now.
That's crazy.
That is pretty nuts right there. Hey, $2 super chat. That's a beers. Cheers.
Yeah, Michael, my life story is I was born in Minnesota.
Michael,
grew up in
thank you
Chicago.
very much for the super chat.
And then Jarrett for the
Okay.
beer shotgun.
Ray. Oh, yeah, Jarrett, here you go, boys. We're going to stop.
I'll go get up
yeah.
there.
And then Ray, right afterwards, that's just like when, I don't know what the sports analogy is, but I'm on the edge with the Browns after their last loss. Talk me off the ledge, Matthew. I like this question a lot, Ray. Let's turn it around. Ready? Let me talk you off the ledge. The Browns' next 2 games, division rivals, division opponents, the Ravens and the Bengals. You win those games, you are in the driver's seat of this AFC North. Then you have the Dolphins after the bye, okay? Take a bye week, 2-game win streak, you knock off Miami. Then you got the Bucks and the Bills. Bucks is a trap game. It's at home. It's in Cleveland. You split those games, you go 1-1 right there. What did I say? 2-0 in the next 2 games, okay? You beat Baltimore on the road, find a way to win. I don't even care if it's by half a point or 1 point, doesn't matter. And then you beat Cincinnati at home, who you've had their number lately, keep in mind. Beat them twice last year. Then you're 4-4. After the bye, beat the Ravens. You go into the bye at 500. That's not a bad spot to be to go into the bye here. 4-4. Beat Miami then. Then you're 5-4. Then you lose to the Bills. 5-5. Beat the Bucks. You're 6-5. We are right where we all said the Browns had to be, turning it over to Deshaun Watson. Above 500, 6-5. Is that how you mapped it out? Not necessarily, but you got there anyway. 6-5, mojo's moving, offense is rolling, defense made adjustments. It's a lot to ask for, but that is how I keep you from falling off the ledge, my good friend Ray. Okay, are we ready for...
You're not, Eric. I see you, Eric.
you in there.
Eric, what's up? Why? What's your Eric? What is your question? Sorry, Eric. Put the question in the comments one more time. I don't try to avoid questions. I just glance down and miss them if the chat moves too quickly. There you go, Ray. How does that? We just raised morale a little bit right there. I think we did. We did.
Ray, I've been saying it all year. If the Browns somehow sneak into the wild card, nobody's going to want to see him with Deshaun Watson in that running game coming into their building. Nobody's going to want to see him.
Exactly. Jarrett with another super chat. Let's go. Okay. Jarrett will answer this super chat in just a second. This one, it needs a big, a smooth cockback. That's just, yeah.
All right.
Here we go.
You guys ready? Let's go. All right.
This one's for, we always cheers shots. This one is cheersing to beating the Ravens. Beating the Ravens. Beating the Ravens. Splatter! Some blood everywhere. The bunk beds were a terrible idea. We working? No? Oh. Okay, ignore the foam. Did you cock it? Is it stuck again? Oh, here we go. Now it's working, right? Maybe? Thumbs up if it is. Thumbs up. There we go. Big win, Chicka Buggy. Eric, ask your question, dude. Here we go. We got super chat coming from Jarrett. We'll get to that in just a second here. Mr. Seatman just guzzling down some nice cold Miller latte. It's going right to the dome. He's got the brain freeze.
Oh, that got so foamy.
Yeah. Did it?
Cool.
Ugh. You finished it? There you go. Good boy. Eric, can you ask a question? Yes. If you super chat, your question gets on screen. So, Eric, should the Browns trade for a wide receiver or defensive tackle? Defensive tackle. I think a wide receiver would not result in this team finding better success instantly. Right now, the wide receiver room is okay as long as Amari Cooper and Donovan Peoples-Jones are healthy. One of them goes down. Oh boy. That's where things can get ugly here. Okay. You okay, bud? Okay. Yeah, Patrick might throw up, guys. Oh, he's looking at the trash can right now. It might come upstairs. There. Oh, she just threw up. There it is. You just hit the reset button. Hey, I am the king of, puke and rally. Just start all over. Just start from scratch. That's all. I can smell it, though. That is tough. This room is becoming a frat house right now. Okay. Dude, that reeks. Take it out of the room. Patrick just threw up in the waste bin here. Smells like shit. Jarrett, opinions on the Browns having the most challenging schedule for the rest of the season. I don't really know, I guess, what the opinion. I think it's true. You know? You have played one divisional game so far. That leaves 2 games against Baltimore and Cincinnati, a game in Pittsburgh, which will never be easy. And then you have the Bills and the Bucks and the Dolphins. Those are 3 playoff teams with Jacoby Brissett. The Saints aren't going to be an easy out later on in the schedule. The Commanders suck. You got one. I don't think the Saints are an easy out. No, I don't think they are an easy out. I think the Commanders are an easy out. Right? But after that, you don't have many big easy outs. $5 super chat. That is a dog bowl. And I think another Jarrett Roush super chat. Can we
Jarrett says, making room for more, Patrick. Let's go. Exactly. Yeah, honestly, it was one of those situations where it's like, you know it's going to come. It's not like you're pulling the trigger to earth because like you really need to. It's just kind of you're creating room for more. It's early.
No, I don't judge because I get to throw up on camera, which honestly is very surprising for me. Yeah. I am big on drink, throw up. It's not like it's the end of the night.
No,
it is like, all right, we're good. You know?
Yeah, because
Wipe
once you
your
get the
mouth
first one
and you're
out of your
fine.
way, yeah,
Exactly.
wash it down. But
All right. So we are at $189 in super chats. If we reach 200, should we do another shot? I'll do the next one. Yeah, I'll have the next one. All right. With that being said, though, the timer we will do is Jeffrey Cooperstein. We are $11 away from 200. So another shotgun if we reach 200. So we got some office drama happening to the side right now. So Patrick and I are going to run through our hungry underdogs for this Sunday, as always. And then we are going to hope for a super chat to keep us in the studio. If not, we have to turn it over to... Okay. What's going on here? We got some office drama here. Ray, let me get some shout-outs right now. F is for fishing Browns. Eric, and that's why you do not drink at work. Eric, newsflash, this is the job, dude. I mean, welcome to the fucking show, dude. We have some fun here at the Browns Report by Chat Sports. Ray, Patrick threw up like the Tennessee lineman. Way to man up, dude. That puke and rally and like, look at your opponent and just start shaking your head. Go Vols. We don't give a damn about the whole state of Alabama. Throwing up and looking your opponent in the eye. Yep. Yeah. Especially if you're a lineman. If you throw up as a wide receiver, it's like, what a bitch.
Did you hear what the Bama guy, what he said? Or he was like, yeah, we still here. Like, that's apparently what he said after he threw up. I don't know if that was true.
I don't know. I didn't hear
but
that.
apparently
No.
he's like, yeah, we still here.
Okay. So, what we got here is we're going to go through our two underdogs. $10 away from reaching another shotgun, which has gone B- so far, I would say, for the show. Would you agree? One, it drew blood. I've had to get a Band-Aid. Yep, exactly. Okay, so shotgun, happy hour menu on the Super Chat side of things. If we don't get a Super Chat once Patrick and I go through our hungry dogs, then we're going to sign off and turn it over. Yeah. Yep. So, Patrick, you go first and try to make it make sense because I'm not buying it. What was your hungry dog last week? What was mine? Do you remember? Yours was the Jags.
And they lost at the game-winning
against
touchdown.
the Colts, which they were right there. What was mine? I took a cop-out, remember?
Oh, the Chiefs.
Yeah, the Chiefs.
That was a joke. That's why you deserved it. It was me.
Okay. All right.
All right. Everybody relax. I do have the Steelers as my hungry dog of the week.
You know what? I'm not going to jump down your throat. They just beat the Bucs at home.
And
so why can't they just knock off the Dolphins?
I think the Dolphins are on the downward. I just think they're not that good. Like I really just don't think they're that good of a football team.
The thing with the Dolphins was all about, hey, Mike McDaniel's this young guy. What's going to happen if his locker room turns into 3-4 and he needs to rally the troops?
Yeah.
What are they, 3-3 right now?
Yes.
A loss this Sunday would put him at 3-4. How can he get them motivated to be like, we got to play 17 games. Do not get down in the dumps right now. So I don't think this is the worst underdog to have of the weekend. I really don't. I just don't have much faith in the Steelers. I have said for a while, the Steelers are just going to suck this year.
Yeah.
I think they are going to suck.
I don't know. Just Tomlin as a dog on a Sunday night game, I'll roll my odds. That's what I got. That's what I got.
So that's Patrick's underdog. $10 away from another shotgun drink right there. Here is my underdog, and if we don't get another super chat, we will have to turn the studio space over. That's just the policies
Steelers,
at Chat Sports. I like the Lions. They're coming off a bye. Everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, the Cowboys! They got Dak Prescott back." How did Week 1 go? I'm not saying Dak sucks. I used to be big on Dak. I used to be like, Dak's a top 10 quarterback. Dak is not a top 10 quarterback.
Oh!
Right? Brown Tiger, let's roll!
We're staying.
But is Dak a top 10 quarterback? I don't think he is anymore. I think I could name 10 quarterbacks I'd rather have than Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
So I like the Lions getting 7 points coming off the bye. being one of the top 3 offenses in football, why can't they play at the Cowboys? That's my thought right there. All right, Brown Tiger. Matthew, how about you and Patrick make a bet on game where the lower has to wear the other person's favorite NFL team's hat during Live Thursday next week?
It's not bad.
I like this idea a lot by Brown Tiger.
Yeah, Vikings are on a bye week this week, though. So we might have
Soft.
We're taking
You guys had to tap out. Had to tap out.
We had to tap
Couldn't
out.
be us. Couldn't be us.
Yeah, I like that idea, though, Brown Tiger. Yeah, let's definitely do it.
Okay,
we can't do it this week, but...
He means loser, not lower. The loser has to wear the other person's favorite. For him puking? Oh, yeah.
It was a little puke.
Cheers, Brown Tiger.
It wasn't like an actual puke.
Like today, like in this shot.
Oh, yeah, no, Patrick just blew chunks. It was awesome. It smelled bad in here.
It's kind of like the Tennessee offensive lineman.
Did he rally?
Oh, yeah.
Big time rally.
Yeah, big time rally.
Rally for the Bulls.
Cheers, Brown Tiger.
Yeah, Brown Tiger, that's
All
a
right,
good
deal.
idea.
That's a great idea.
That's a great idea. Let's do it.
If only they played each other this year.
I know.
It would be another 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, actually, here's the thing I don't know. So when the NFL added the 17th game, the 17th game is going to be an opposite NFC opponent. What I don't know is the previous years, the schedule was actually fixed.
Yeah.
Like, you know who your opponents are, you just don't know where you're playing. Sorry, when you're playing. My question is the extra game that gets added. It's a rotation of NFC teams from the other divisions. I don't know what the rotation is yet. So they might play the Vikings soon, actually. I just don't know when.
Yeah, they might.
Yeah, that's my football nerdy thing. Okay.
Jarrett,
what's up? Wyatt Teller out options. It is Yelda Froholt, starting at right guard. The Danish King. That is it. Opinions on that? Teller has been one of the best guards in football. Yes, the penalties have been frustrating at times. It's not on brand with him, but make Wyatt Teller and Joel Bitonio and Quentin Nelson and Zach Martin. Those 4 guys are 5 best offensive guards in football. 2 of them are on one team together.
yeah.
Think about that for a second, right? I think it goes Quentin Nelson,
Quentin Nelson.
Zach Martin, Joel Bitonio, Wyatt Teller, and then the 5th kind of just moves around based on the season.
Yeah.
You know, PFF will have some guys move around based on the week to week, but Quentin Nelson, he's Quentin Nelson, guys. Zach Martin is right there with the best of them, right there with Quentin Nelson. And Joel Bitonio's right there with Zach Martin, too, and you can make the case for him.
So Ryan is saying you guys play one of the NFC North teams next season.
I don't understand how the new 17th game is decided.
Yeah.
That's what I just don't get. So this year, the Browns the extra NFC North team, it's not the NFC South. They don't play anyone from the NFC North. They don't play the Seahawks, the Rams, the Cardinals, or what's the other NFC West team? Rams, Cardinals, Seahawks. 49ers. They don't play the Giants. They don't play the Eagles. They don't play the Cowboys.
You all play the Commanders, though.
And we play the Commanders.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I think it is just a rotation of the other NFC division you're not playing who finished at your same spot in the standings.
Yeah.
I think that is it, but I'm not actually confident on that sentence right there.
You know, Eric's got a good question that we can use as the shot clock.
Yeah. So if we don't get another super chat by the time Eric's question is done, we will have to sign off here. So Eric, guys, who do you think will win Thursday night London game? Thursday night game. It's not in London. Oh, tonight?
Yeah, tonight.
Yeah. Cardinals or Saints? Oh, I'm hammering the Cardinals.
I think I'm hammering the Cardinals, too.
Yeah.
See, but the thing is...
DeAndre Hopkins is back.
Are the Cardinals too obvious? Like, is it one of those things, like...
Yeah, I could see that where it's like everyone's money's on the Cardinals.
Something we don't know.
You know what I'm talking about? Where on Sunday Night Football, when all 6 people pick the same team, and it's like, well, they just lost.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Kind of like Week 1 Broncos Seahawks. Everyone took the Broncos. And it's like the last moment, you're like, zig this way.
Yeah.
I mean,
good point from Eric. Robbie Anderson, D-Hop, both coming back.
And Robbie Anderson's playing too. Really interesting.
He is playing.
He is.
That's got to be.
On a Thursday when he just got traded on
Oh!
Monday. Oh! Let's go!
Oh!
Holy shitballs, that's a big one. Damn!
Out of nowhere!
Whoa! Jarrett!
Jared, you dog.
Woof! 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 Okay.
Oh, Jared.
We're going to get Jarrett's Super Chat on screen.
Oh, my
Jarrett's
God.
Super Chat is going to call for a shotgun and a dirty dog bowl indeed.
Bang, bang, bang.
Let's go.
Go.
Let's go.
Jarrett, all for you boys. Sending my love once again. Go Brownies. First of all, I guess go Vikings since Patrick wearing the merch. See y'all Sunday. Drinks on me. Jarrett, we missed you
Jarrett,
last
shout out to
Sunday.
you, bro.
Let's go Browns.
Big
Shame
bang.
on me for not saying that earlier in this live stream, but
Yeah.
let's go Browns.
Let's go.
Here we go. Yeah.
Brown
Tiger. Oh, bingo. Let's ride.
Come on, Jared. Big Bang, Jared.
Okay, we need another beer
I'll
for
go
the
get you
shotgun
one.
and the. Oh, it's over there. And then
Happy Thursday. And he's just, Jared.
could you
you're just
get
too nice.
2 beers?
Yes.
Yeah, one to drink out of right now, just to have a sipper. Jarrett with another super.
You want?
Damn. Soul Train, if someone donates $10.69, I'll eat a weed edible right now. There you go. 2. No, 1 Miller, 1 course. We love our job. We're ordering beers right now in the middle of a freaking Thursday. Eric, guess what is the final score in tonight's Thursday night game? Give me the... Hey, really quickly, so just bear with me for a second. Our Saints channel at Chat Sports, Trace Gerard does a phenomenal job, really does, of working extra hours to get that channel up and moving. And he gets the green light to do his first watch party tonight.
It's going to be electric.
If you guys could just tune in for just 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And just send a little good luck in the chat or keep it going in chat. Just search Saints Now in Chat Sports and it'll pop up just like how the Browns do. If you can just send that his way tonight, that's going to go a long way.
Yeah.
I would really appreciate it.
Thanks,
And he would definitely appreciate that because then he can do more of this stuff. So if you hop in the chat just for 2 minutes,
Get in there.
just if you remember oh shoot, that one Saints watch party, just go in there and go, hey man, you're doing a great job. That's going to go a long way for him. All right.
So, Jared, what are the chances of a Browns-Vikings Super Bowl? Could you imagine that?
Browns Viking this year or just ever?
Hey, ever. Oh, Jared.
Jarrett
Eat
Roush.
that edible train. You dog, Jared.
Woof. All right, here we go. A Miller Latte coming up.
Brown Tiger said, do the bet on Browns versus Ratbirds game score. We already went through that. Jared, happy Thursday, y'all. And then he also said, Soul Train, get high as a kite. Eat that edible. Soul Train, if you're not eating the edible right now, I swear I'm going to be a little upset.
Okay, here we go. We got a shotgun coming up for Jarrett Roush. Put that 50 back on
Oh,
screen.
yeah.
Eric, just ask your question again. We got a lot going on, dude. It's not personal. Yeah.
True.
All right, here we go. Cannonball coming.
Petey, smooth. Here we go. Here we go. And is it deleted? Matthew Peterson. There we go. There we go. It's ice cold.
Ooh.
Ice cold. Straight to the system.
Ooh.
Straight to the dome.
Cannonball coming. Cannonball. In that movie. Oh, boy. Okay.
All right,
Ooh.
so Soul Train ate the edible, Jarrett. So we're good. It was a 50 mg THC sour gummy edible. We're good. Send it in.
Don't call the police.
Hey,
Greasy flies! Greasy, greasy, greasy,
Let's go.
Greasy.
Ooh, the Canadians getting in here.
Yeah, got some Canadian dollars. Okay. Keep the faith. Go Browns. Canada is Brownstown.
Yeah.
All right. In honor of Greasy Flight, probably, yeah. Okay. Yeah, finish off this. In honor of Canada, which it might surprise you, Greasy Flight. I think I mentioned before, I am a Canadian citizen. Jared on a super chat. I want to do a draft with Seatman, and this will probably round out the show. Woo. Caddyshack. Yeah. Free party trick right now. Ready? Cannonball coming just gets the people going, right? You say cannonball coming, you are guaranteeing. This thing doesn't puncture the hole deep enough. Yeah. Okay. Let me just.
I am a fan of overall,
I didn't even puncture much of a hole. Yeah, I don't fucking
that's
get
why
it.
it doesn't go. It's not going as fast.
Yeah, we got to retool our workshop here. In about 40 minutes, I'm gonna be lit at AF. All right, here we go. Greasy Flight, keep the fight going. $5 super chat. No, I would love nothing more than just to hang out with you guys.
Listen, I don't want to go back to work. Can we please listen? Even if it's just 99 cents rolling in, I don't want to leave. I want to hang out with Soul Train, Greasy Flight,
The fucking
Jared.
boys.
The boys.
The boys are back in town.
Hey, show the boys.
Yeah.
Show the boys, Petey.
Who's not on this that's been a super chat MVP today?
True. Show the boys. I don't want to leave y'all.
Let me read the super chat MVPs. Are we forgetting anyone? Ready?
See it.
Soul Train's on it. Mac, we haven't seen Mac today. He must be busy.
True.
Michael must be busy. HNT, Ryan, Jarrett, Brown. Oh, Soul Train's not on it. Oh, no, there's Soul Train. I skipped over. Soul Train's on it. Soul Train is on it. So.
Ryan just joined today.
Yep.
Ryan
joined.
Scorpion, I love to see it, bro. Keep us here.
Scorpion gets added. Right? He has to.
Yeah, Scorpion.
Yeah. Scorpion,
Screw it.
you're on. We'll break our own rules. We don't give a damn.
Scorpion,
we don't give
you're
a
getting
damn
on the
about the whole
frickin'
state of
board.
Alabama. The whole state of Alabama. The whole state of Alabama. We don't give a damn about the whole state of Alabama. We're from Tennessee.
Scorpion, I'm writing your name right now.
Okay. The $1 super chat. Greasy Flight with another one. Let's go. Oh, add Greasy Flight.
Oh, I only have.
No, it's on my desk.
There's more?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's a bazillion more. They're on my desk. Greasy Flight's getting added to the Wall of Fame as well. Okay. Scorpion, don't worry, dude. You are good for your word. Okay, Greasy Flight.
Petey, show it to him.
Yep. Here's what we're gonna do. You were puking probably again when I talked about this.
That's fine.
Soul Train. Oh, Scorpion. Excuse me.
Brown
Scorpion.
Tiger. We ain't effing leaving.
The show goes on. Okay. Scorpion, look by this finger right here. There it is.
Check it out, Scorp.
There it is. Bingo, baby. He's on the board.
And Ray. Hey, man. I should
Ray's got to be on it too. Ray's got to be on it too.
Ray, I'm going to go get more stickers.
We got more stickers. Don't worry. Ray, that's a party foul on my part.
The boys.
I slapped myself for that one. You'll see. Big old dog bowl coming for you guys. Okay. Cannonball coming. Ryan with another super chat. Let's go. Need this. Exactly. The funny thing is our boss has no idea. He's trying to space these out. And bro, let's go!
Oh, my God. Guys.
Okay, we're going to get all these legends added to the board.
I got you guys right here.
Yeah, we got
You guys
we
are
got
doing
the
a great
stickers.
job right now. Me and Pete were kind of
We
staying low.
are
You guys are
flying
keeping
below
them
the
coming real
radar.
quick. Shout out to you guys.
fucking blasted. All right. Here's what I want to. I
All
want
right, who am I adding?
Okay, ready? So, let me scroll up right now. Greasy Flight.
Greasy Flight's
Yes,
definitely
Greasy
getting
Flight
added.
is on there, and
Ray.
so is Ray.
Yes. All right, Greasy, you're getting added.
Greasy's getting added. This is the Thursday special. We don't give a damn.
Yeah. Honestly, we're at 281
Honestly,
total.
how about this? Ready? All super chats, no matter the increment,
on.
get added. Yeah,
And if we hit 300 total, I'll run back the shotgun.
yeah. We're at $19 away from another shotgun thing. All super chats get added.
It's the best part of my week, fellas. Greasy Flight, you're getting
All
added.
super chats get added. 99 cents. Guy, here's the thing. Jared, let's go! Jeff! Let's go!
All right. Ray, I'm adding you too. And Jeff.
Jeff too.
Jeff,
all
you're getting
super
added.
chats get added today. This is the Thursday special, baby. Hey, we're
Building-
across 20 bucks. You want to do another?
Oh, I'm getting there. I'm redeeming myself.
Yeah. Okay. Eric, can there be something else but super chat? Yeah, I don't think it has to be just limited to super chat. So,
Yeah.
what's a better, not better? What's another idea? How about this, Eric? Trying to think of like a creative thing, something unique here.
Yeah.
Ooh, ready? Here it is, Eric. Power rank top 4 Will Ferrell movies.
Ooh.
And if I like your rankings, you're added. Top 4 Will Ferrell movies, and you're on.
That's a good one. All right, and then we're also getting Jeff.
Jared, yeah.
Mickle.
Jeff Mickle, too.
Well,
Jeff,
Jared
what's up?
came in first. Go ahead, Pete.
Great show, Patty and Petey. I like that. I DM'd you on how to send stuff to the office. See y'all Sunday. Peace, brothers, the squad, the boys. The funny thing, Jarrett, is he says goodbye 20 times, and he never
he's
actually
back.
leaves. Yeah. Jarrett,
There you
thank
go,
you so
Petey.
much. Eric, I don't know that. Trying to think of something for Eric right now.
All right, Eric. I got a trivia question for you.
Oh, a trivia question.
If you get this right,
You're on.
you're on. I got to think of a trivia question. Oh, Eric, I'm going to think of something. Should we do it sports related?
Oh, it's gotta be-
Oh,
no.
Petey, read Hombre.
Greasy Fly!
Greasy.
Okay, let me read.
Oh, Jared.
Jarrett!
All right. Well, Jeff, you're getting added here. I'll put Petey full. He can
Okay.
add the dogs to the family. Because we got Ray's getting added.
Ray's added.
My man, Jeff Mickle,
Jeff's
is getting
added.
I see my Erics in the chat. Ooh, top running backs. Eric, I'll ask you this. Who was the last running back to win NFL MVP?
Good
you
question.
Get it right, you're on the show.
And
Or
like-
you're on the board.
There's the board. Can they see it well, Patrick?
Yeah.
Okay, it's good.
All right. You see Ray? You're right there, right above the eye. And then we got, where's my man Kevin at? Or Jeff Mickle. Jeff Mickle, you're right there above the eye, too. Greasy, that's not right. Yeah, there you guys are. Greasy, you're right above the left eye, right above the eyebrow. No, Eric. The last running back to win NFL MVP.
Good one. I think I know the answer.
You should know that.
Yeah. Here's the thing: is I know
Whoever gets it right first.
I know 2 answers. The one one is I think more memorable for winning it.
You see it, Ray? Let's go.
No one help out Eric. Okay.
Hey, shout
We got
out
some
to
more
you,
super
Soul
chats.
Train.
Jeff Mickle, let's go Browns. Jeff, here we go, Brownies. Here we go.
Ah,
Woo,
Zach Donnelly.
woo.
Zach Donnelly got it.
Yeah, I was thinking like people might go all the way back to Sean Alexander.
Yeah.
But AP won it in
AP
2012.
Coming off his torn ACL,
Yeah.
he was 9 yards away from the single season record. I think it was like 2,097. He was like 2,080.
Cannonball coming. Oh, we got shotgun for
Over
Patrick.
300. Yes, Zach. You know what, Zach? I'm writing your name down. You're getting on there. Sorry, Eric. You'll get on. Don't worry. We'll throw another question your way soon if the supers keep coming.
Okay. We have some Will Ferrell power rankings. Yeah, Miller. Yeah. Who gives a shit?
Here you go,
Okay.
Zach. Here you go, Petey. Put Zach on there.
Yeah,
for
Zach's
getting the
going on there.
question Right.
It's an open door policy.
Everybody's getting on.
Yeah.
More trivia, Greasy?
Winfrey. I'm trying to get more tricks. Okay,
Yeah,
first
Petey's
off,
the trivia guy.
So fun fact about me. You guys ready to learn more about your host? I host trivia every Tuesday. Patrick came for a while, but he's been busy the last few weeks.
I've been MIA the last few weeks.
That's okay. And then I play in a competitive trivia league. So I'm trying to think of some sports trivia questions that came from it. But they're always very particular. Like the questions are always very like based on like right now type of things, not so much like long term. Okay, Zach's been added.
All right. Do we go another trivia question to get on the...
I think so. For Eric,
I think that's a good call.
He wants running backs.
You want running backs.
Okay, so running backs, trying to think of NFL running back questions.
Someone order Miller's?
Millers.
Thank you. All right, what's a good running back trivia? Jarrett, let's
go. Time
us
and the
here.
Buckeye. I want to be on the board too. Any super chat today, you are on the board.
Yep.
No matter the increment. Yeah, doesn't matter the
Doesn't matter.
denomination.
Doesn't matter. Top 5 Will Ferrell movies. Petey, I think he's got a
Okay,
good list.
let's first off,
Petey's favorite.
you read the question while I do a dog bowl.
All right, so Jarrett, Petey was asking for your top Will Ferrell movies. He says...
Sorry, we have not talked about a snap of football. Probably 30 minutes now. We don't give a damn about the whole state of Alabama.
So he says, I got you, Petey. He's going Talladega Nights, Elf, great, Anchorman, Step Brothers, and The Campaign. Honorable mention, Land of the Lost. That's a great
Jarrett, I bow down for 2 reasons. One, he did Step Brothers in all caps to show the level of it. Land of the Lost, Chaka, get back here, little shit. Like,
He's missing 2 key.
okay, so
Okay.
Land of the Lost, super underrated. Great form, everybody. Like, you don't trust a man in a Tupac, in a whatever it's called, Tunic.
yeah.
I'm a little drunk.
Other
Jack
guys, too.
Lauderay works
Yeah,
at
Jack.
Chat Sports. Does a phenomenal job here
What-
at
what's
the
he
company.
really missing?
He is our movie connoisseur. Jack, what is he missing right now?
He's missing. Hi everyone. How's it going?
There's Jack.
He's missing 2 key ones. One, the other guys.
The other guy's is
The other
very
guys
good.
is so
Wait,
good.
Wait, I'm sorry. Could you put his super chat back on with Jack? So the other guys is very good. Yes.
Yes, and one of my favorite underrated Will Ferrell movies, Kicking and Screaming.
Oh, yeah.
No, King is good. I think it's top 5. I think it's underrated. I don't think it's
it's-
top 5 though.
Go back and watch
No,
it.
I
It's
did.
incredible.
Pass it to the Italians.
Mike Ditka is in
Yeah.
that movie coaching youth soccer.
I agree. Okay.
That is a movie I need to go back and watch.
Is this decaf?
Yeah. Okay.
Old School, too.
Old school's
Old School's a great one. My top 5 Will Ferrell movies. Okay, Jared, I think might have already, bounced out. Thank you so much, Jared.
Oh, you got to get it.
Dr. Cruz added. Dr. Cruz
he
getting
is
added. No, he's got to be added right now.
Oh, he's got to be it?
Yeah,
Let's go.
Dr. Crew Dr. Crew, are you kidding? It's a goddamn staple of the channel.
It's staple.
I mean, Dr. Crew, Brown Tiger, Jarrett, and Ray are some of the backbones of
gotta
the
get a
Cleveland Browns report.
We got to get a starting 5.
Yeah, oh.
A starting 5,
A
Cleveland
starting
Browns report?
5. Here's my starting 5. I'm gonna have Greasy Flight be the 6th man off the bench.
Okay.
He is phenomenal to come off the bench.
He's Manu.
Yep.
Manu Ginobili coming off the bench. All right, Petey.
Yep. We're adding Dr. Crew.
Dr. Crew, you're being added to the family.
Dr. Crew.
And then, since we do have a couple more dog bones to be added, we got to think of a trivia question, Petey. For the people who aren't on. And the Brown Tiger. Here's his top 5 Will Ferrell
Brown
movies.
Tiger.
All right. This is the Will Ferrell report by Chat Sports.
Anchorman. Talladega Nights.
Great.
Step Brothers. Old School. Night at the Roxbury. I've never seen Night
heard
at
of
the
that. I don't-
Roxbury. Do I need my Will Ferrell card taken
Petey,
away from me?
I think you might.
I'm gonna have a meltdown
A
on camera.
1998 film. You definitely.
Jarrett, Blades of Glory. Yes,
Ooh.
Blades of Glory is so what people don't realize. We get to one song and one song only. Like Blades of Glory. Oh, I love that. Gregory H is a legend to the channel. Gregory, super chat, 99 cents. You're getting on the board. It's that simple. I love Blades of Glory. Blades of Glory is a great one. Here's what we're going to end the show with. Let's do a Will Ferrell movie draft.
Okay.
4 movies each, so 8 in
Okay.
total. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm not.
Pull up a Will Ferrell movie list so you can kind
Yeah.
of see some ideas. And then if we don't get another super chat after that, Dr. Crew, let's go!
Let's go. Appreciate it, Dr. Crew.
Dr. Crew
Making
is
us
my man.
blush.
Okay.
Ooh, Petey, you might know this. Greasy Flight says, what player did Buddy Ryan name his Bears 46 defense from?
I'm going to go with Dick Butkus.
Isn't it 46 Bear? Like, isn't that?
So
I have no idea.
his 46 defense, I don't think he's referring to the year. I think he's referring to the defensive formation.
All right, I have my
I'm
number
gonna-
choice.
Doug Plank, I was not going to get
Doug
that.
Plant.
I was not
Okay.
going to get that one.
The more you know, Greasy. Thank you.
Yep. Okay.
All right, you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll take the 1-1. So right now,
You got the
Patrick and I,
1-1.
let's do two camera.
2K. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Dr. Crew, cheers, buddy.
Let's do it.
This is gonna round out the show. Movie draft. Will Ferrell movies only. 4 a pop.
Yep.
8 in total. I've got the 1-1 pick. It's a slam dunk at Step Brothers.
Okay, that's a good
I
pick.
can't. You can't. That is 1-1.
Yeah.
Step Brothers is the number 1 overall.
I'm actually
pick.
happy you didn't take mine.
What's
The
your
other guys. That's one of my favorite
other
movies.
guys is great.
That's-
It is.
Probably one of my favorite movies of all time.
Okay.
Is it Snake?
It has to be Snake. We're not barbarians.
Talladega Nights. I'll go
my
other
pick.
guys. Talladega Nights back to back.
Okay.
Megamind.
1 second. I need to find not like a list of the movies, but like I just don't want to forget one. That's my biggest fear
Yeah, I
right
know.
now, is like forgetting a movie. So I have my pick in mind, but I just don't want to like.
Ooh, I got mine.
Yeah. Okay. So I went Step Brothers. You went
Other guys. and
Talladega Nights, which is great.
So now you got 2.
I got 2. I think I have to go with Anchorman
Bastard.
and Blades of Glory.
All right.
No, I okay.
Nah, he said it.
Damn it! I wish I
He
could
said
take
it.
Blades of Glory Black because I'm really afraid you're gonna take mine.
So I got 2 now.
I will hit the floor if you take my pick.
I'm gonna round it out right now.
I'm terrified.
I'm gonna go The Campaign.
I'm alive, but I do love that movie.
See, that's the one I thought you would have taken.
No, but I love
Shout out
Gregory.
to Greg. I'm gonna go Get Hard.
Okay, thank God. Get
Is
Hard
it not?
sucks. Get Hard
Oh,
sucks.
Get Hard's a
What a
great
waste of a pick. What a waste of a
I
pick.
love Get Hard. All right, who do you? what-
Semi-pro. You missed semi-pro.
Where is it? I'm looking at it right now.
I know.
Oh, it's at the
semi-pro. I would have taken over. Oh, semi-pro is my next one.
I didn't even see semi-pro. That's a good one. That's a good one.
That is huge right there. Oh my
should've gave a drum
goodness.
roll.
You want to add Gregory?
Yeah, Greg, you're getting at it.
Greg's getting added.
Shout out to you, man.
Cheers, Gregory.
Shout out to everybody.
Gregory is one of the biggest and like the most long-standing member of the channel. There's just no question.
We're creating the family.
Channel wouldn't be here without Gregory H. Just a fact.
Fact. Here, I'll put you full. You see yourself, Greg?
I think you're over here somewhere.
Right. Yep. Right there.
Right there.
Gregory H. next to Brown, Tiger, Scorpion. That's,
that's
a
a
big
good-
3.
Well, that's a big
three.
three indeed. What a squad to be with on the board.
Gregory, Brown, Tiger, and Scorpion all in the same area?
Yeah.
Come on.
Can't beat that. All right. I think we're going to have to bow out unless we get another super
are.
chat. We're going to have to get ready to turn the studio over.
It's been a while, guys.
We're gonna emerge from the room right now, and it's going to be like Kramer in Seinfeld, where he's got like the hot tub in his room, and everyone's like, what is happening? Jerry's like, what the hell is going on in there? That's our bosses right now.
Stuff was happening.
Yep. Okay. This has been awesome.
Thank you.
As every Thursday is. There's just no question about it. We've had a blast. There's just like a handful of us in the room right now. Just hanging out, talking football, talking Will Ferrell. So.
Talk Browns about an hour ago.
About an hour ago, yeah. I'm in the kitchen yelling. I'm on the wall.
You made it, Zach.
My wife has new.
You
Zach,
made it.
I'm on the wall. Yeah. Okay,
That's awesome.
Zach.
Oh, we're still
Greasy
here.
Flight.
Wow, we ain't leaving. We ain't leaving, Greasy. Shout
Okay.
out to you.
Who is
is
the all-pro
First one to
middle
answer it in the comments
linebacker
gets it
for the-
right. Is on the wall.
Oh, great point. 1988. Who was hanging out with Bernie Kosar? All right, let me think here for a second. Because the Cardiac Kids were not known necessarily for a super good defense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I'm trying to think. I have a couple ideas. Like, it's not Clay Matthews, right? I mean, that's kind of the first name that comes to mind when you think of older Browns defense. It's not. I'm seeing if someone can beat me to it. Who could it be? This is a really good question by Greasy Flight. Let me cheers Greasy Flight while I think about this. Eric Hanford Dixon. I don't hate that. Kind of fits the bill. I don't think I'm going to put together a guess here. Ryan, how is there only 46 of us? Feel like there's thousands of us. I agree. Greasy Mike Johnson. Yes. I don't think I was going to get Mike Johnson, to be honest with you guys, which is kind of just the truth, because 80s Browns defense, you just think of Bernie in the offense. You don't think too much of the defense here. Very good question from Greasy Flight. All right, in honor of Greasy Flight, Patrick, it's okay.
I think it's Clay Matthews. Junior.
No, senior.
Or senior.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Clay Matthews Senior, who should be in the Hall of Fame. No, he was on a middle linebacker.
I have no idea.
All right,
I can't even look this up.
it's Mike Johnson.
Oh, it is Mike Johnson?
Yeah. Oh,
Mike No Neck Johnson?
yeah.
That's a great nickname for a linebacker.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a great. If you say you have no neck as a linebacker.
All right, here's what we're gonna do. It's a draft of 3.
Okay.
No snake.
Okay.
3 picks. For Greasy Flight, sending the most recent super chat. Top 3 things about Canada. You can start this time.
Okay.
Just a Canadian draft.
Toronto. I've went to Toronto one time. I freaking love Toronto.
Okay,
Even
Michael
though
Warnecki is here. We haven't seen him all day.
Ooh, Mike Goal.
Yeah. So you want to go Toronto?
I'm going to go Toronto. I love Toronto.
All right. I'm just going to go pond hockey.
Pond hockey?
Not just
Okay.
hockey, because that's a little too basic. Pond hockey, right?
Yeah.
Where it's just you and your buds getting a 6-pack, going out to the local pond that's frozen over, playing some good old pond hockey. I like that. That's my pick right there. Yours is next. Ryan, let's go!
Okay. Greasy, correct me if I'm wrong.
I've got my pick, and Greasy Flight is gonna probably flip the table over when I say my pick.
Is Tim Hortons a Canadian?
Oh, that's Canadian
Is
hell.
that his Canadian? I
Yeah,
love
of course
Tim
it is.
Hortons.
Yeah, that's a great. It should have been 1-1. That should have been 1-1.
Greasy, is that
Yeah.
that counts? I'm gonna go Tim Hortons for their K-Cups.
Great
one of
one.
my buddies, roommates from college, from Buffalo. Obviously, he's close to the border. He used to bring Tim Hortons K-Cups. Fantastic.
Yep. Ryan, next super chat right here. Only 50 people, feels like 1,000 viewers. You know what? I don't give a damn, because we've got a nice little community right now. We're having a great time together, aren't we?
It's the family.
Yep. Get more people in here. If we get more likes on the video, that will tell YouTube to bring more people in. That's just
Yeah.
how the way it works, honestly.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
I
Greasy.
had no idea Tim Horton played for the Maple Leafs.
It's pretty cool.
I learned that today. I thought it was just a
the
name.
more you know.
That's like saying Dunkin' Donuts played for the New York Rangers. All right. You want to go Tim Horton? That's a great pick. I'm going to go poutine.
What'd you say?
Poutine.
What is that?
Poutine, it's like French fries with cheese curds and gravy and bacon
That sounds delicious.
on top of it. It's French fries on steroids.
I've never had that.
Oh, poutine. We'll look at poutine later. Poutine is a no doubt about it.
All right.
Okay. Jarrett, thank you very much. We'll see you later, buddy. Unless you decide not to leave.
My last pick for best things about Canada.
Canada. I've got a great pick. You're going to be so pissed at yourself when I say it, too.
Stop. Best thing about Canada.
Yeah, Soul Train going with the French fries with gravy and cheese curds. I got a
Sounds
great
very good.
Brown Tiger. Let's go.
Let's go, Brown Tiger.
Oh, this is the sweetest thing I've ever seen. Greasy Flight, Matthew, and hockey. That's his 3 things for Canada.
Tears coming down my
I'm going to send this clip right now to, it's my grandma's sister. What is that? I don't really know what the relation is. The technical.
I don't know. Yeah.
But my mom, born in Canada. Third of my family from Canada. Let's go Maple Leafs. Well, not the Toronto Maple Leafs, just the overall Canadian Maple Leaf in general. Brown Tiger, thank you for the super chat. And Greasy Flight, too.
All right, my pick. Taking it for Brown Tiger. I'm going to go Greasy Flight.
Oh,
So I got
a
my
little
picks.
pander to the audience.
I got Toronto, Tim Hortons.
Great aunt.
Greasy Flight.
Yep.
Top 3
Auntie,
favorites.
this one's for you. My final Canadian pick
Very
after
curious.
going. I started off with pond hockey.
Yes, that was a great
And then I went poutine. Polar bears. They're badass.
Polar bears are badass.
Great little saying here. Ready? For little bear attacks. If it's brown, lay down. Just play dead. If it's bright, if it's black, fight back. They're like big squirrels. They get really scared easily.
Is that true?
Yeah. If it's brown, lay down, play dead, because you're not going to win that battle with the grizzly bear.
Okay.
If it's black, fight back. If it's white, good night. You're dying.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Oh yeah. Brown lay down.
We're learning
fight,
so much
Black
today.
fight. Black fight back. White. Good night. Yep.
Ryan, 2.5 hours later.
We're 2.5 hours into the show.
Yeah.
Holy shitballs. Okay. There we go. That's a great Canada draft right there. I think we gotta sign off now because
Yeah.
I can see the knocks at the door at the moment.
Yep.
It's been a blast, guys. Thank you all for tuning in, making my Thursday and Patrick's Thursday the favorite day of the week here. We're going to let you guys go. I don't want to leave here. Eric is spamming 15. What am I don't know what the 15 is for, to be honest with you. Patrick Mahomes? I don't know. We'll see you guys Sunday.
See you,
Watch
Soul Train.
party right here. Browns, Ravens. Let's go Browns, baby. Patrick, we all ready to go on the 1s and 2s?
Yeah, we're ready to go.
All right. Josh Dobbs, Tennessee legend. Bingo. All right. Here we go. We'll see you guys Sunday. Let's go